Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Just doing something random tonight. I'm not expecting a lot of people in here because I really didn't let anybody know about it. So we're just hanging out and doing some things. So just talk about some of obviously the game coming up this week. This is not going to be the official live stream, but hopefully I'll have more people on at that time. If we can get some things rolling. So. Not expecting a lot of people in here, so obviously this was a very random stream tonight. And we're just gonna go get this done. What's going on, Nathan Rose? How you doing, bro? In terms of Eagles football, so apply. 2020 was more than some year. It was a year of panic, adversity, suffering, disappointment. Overall, we said 2019 wouldn't be worse than 2020. Can we really say 2020 won't be any worse than 2021? That is a good question, bro. I hope it's not worse next year. Do we try and go out and win this game, stomp on Washington's hopes to send Dallas to the playoffs, or do we stick with the tops? I don't think we're going to win this game. I honestly don't think we're going to win this game. Hey, Trayvon Dixon, bro, what's going on, man? Kellen Porter said, I think we should try our best to lose to get a top 5 pick. We need it more than a win. I agree with it. I don't agree with trying to lose on purpose, but I agree that we should probably have a high pick this year. Kevin Crone, what's going on, bro? Toxic Alert said we should lose to Dallas so we don't make the playoffs. Kevin says, hope we lose. Skeptic Jr., what's going on? I hope we lose so we don't see. Yeah. Reckless says, is it fair to say we tried to tank and failed? I don't know if that's the case. Justin Cusa actually want Dallas to win, but the Eagles to lose on purpose, so Dallas won't make the playoffs and get a worse draft pick. Skeptics, I hope we lose because we have a chance to get a 3rd overall pick. Yeah, if everything works out this Sunday, we'll obviously we'll find out before because we're Sunday night. Our game was flexed to Sunday night, so if we do find out that I think we need about 3 different teams to lose. I think we need the Vikings to win against the Lions. I forgot the Buccaneers need to win Sunday, and I forgot another team needs to win Sunday. It might be the Falcons. I'm not sure. I'll find that out and post it up on a post. But I think we need at least 3 other teams to lose for us to get the top 3 overall. But we have to lose on top of that, obviously. So that's where it's gonna. It's where it's gonna count the most. Rex said, "What's the first thing you'd want with a 3rd or 5th pick?" It's going to be, I don't know. As of right now, I got to see how free agency goes. I need to see what players they release, what players they trade. I want to see what draft picks we do have by that time. So it's very hard to say right now. Obviously I could just say names, but at the same time, we still have free agency. We still have trades to make. We still have guys to get off this team, shed some cap space. We need to see if Howie Roseman's still going to be here at the end of the day. I think Doug Peterson will be here. Next year, hopefully just as a head coach, and that's pretty much it. So we could draft Jamar Chase. Nathan Rose says Devonta Smith should be the Eagles draft pick, plain and simple. Tronk says the Eagles should have started Wentz for Washington instead of Hurts. Faye says we need Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, or Jalen Waddle. There's one thing that I do know that might happen. Miami Dolphins. I think the Miami Dolphins will go after a receiver in this draft this year, and they have what? 4th or 5th overall pick this year, something like that. I see the Dolphins picking up a receiver, and it could be Jamar Chase before anybody. I think he'll go. I think he'll definitely go since Miami has the pick from Houston when they traded a few players, for Tunsil and a few other guys. So I think Miami they might go after receiver this year. They might. Eagles champs, so we need a lot. Jim Schwartz said trying to win. Well, they don't want to go out. They don't want to. Well, they're not going to do. Well, what do you expect them to say that they want to lose? I mean, come on now. Braxton Talentino Johnson, what's up? What's up? What's going on, man? Skeptic said we need Jamar Chase, Micah Parsons, and Patrick. Go for 205 to start Wentz. See how he's feeling. Yeah, well, it's not going to happen now. Darnell Sedgwick says, let's go Eagles, let's beat Redskins on Sunday night. So there's some people that want to win, there's some people want to lose. Skeptic, no, let's lose. Alan Porter says, hey. Javon Hops says, I think someone into my house, it's a man, and no, it's a rabbit, the dog, it's licking me. What? Skeptic says, how so we could get a higher draft pick. Darnell says, yeah, we will. What's up, Mega Man? Ryan McBride says, would you rather get Patrick Surtain or Jamar Chase? I mean, I like Jamar Chase or Devonta Smith right now. Eagles champ praying John Dorsey drafting, not Howie the Clown. I'm hoping that if there's anybody else besides Howie Roseman, I'm fine with it. Dare say Washington won't even have Terry McLaurin. They have no receivers, Joey. We're going to destroy them for nothing. We're not going to destroy them, bro. We don't even have a left tackle now. So now that's our 14th switch on the offensive line. We have no tackle. We have no left tackle right now. I don't even know how we're going to win this game with that defensive line. I don't think we have I don't know if we even have a chance at this point. Alan Porter, who should we get in the draft? I have to see, guy. I have to see what happens in free agency. I have to see who they get rid of. I just need to see what kind of, and hopefully some more draft picks on our side as well. Darnell says, no, we're not doing that. Eagles not winning this game. The Washington football team will be motivated to win while our guys will be thinking about the offseason. Yeah, buddy, 101. Who would you draft if you got a top 5 draft pick? I draft the number 1 receiver. I draft Jamar Chase or Devonta Smith, but I don't know. The Miami Dolphins. I forgot what pick they have. It's between 1 to 6. I know Miami. If Miami doesn't get Jamar Chase, I think the Eagles can get their hands on him, but that's going to be a big what if. Darius Lizard Schwartz said, no hat day. They're playing because they could win a playoff berth at our home. Darnell Sedwick says, we got better QB for Eagles. Redskins not doing it. Trunks said we get Goodwin and Brock's back next year, so that's right. So that's good. Well, that's really if they keep Marquise Goodwin. I think it's a waste to keep him on this roster. I think we've seen enough of a lot of these receivers that we do have. I don't even think we should keep Marquise Goodwin and waste more money next year. I know it's like maybe $3 million. It's not much, but still. Marquise Goodwin hasn't had a good season since 2017. He's been hurt ever since. So I'm not really sure. Kevin, what's going on, bro? He's Atlanta. Devon Smith was just named AP College Football Player of the Year. I want this guy in Midnight Green donning an Eagles helmet. Yo, Inspire. The one thing I don't like about Devon Smith is how skinny he is. He's 6'1", weight like 170. I'm worried he won't be able to overpower NFL corners like he does in college. Yeah, I understand that. I think him and Jamar Chase are the same size, but Jamar Chase is I think he weighs over 200 pounds. I think he's like 208, something like that. So he's got a little bit more weight on him. I understand what you're saying. Darnell Sedwick said we got all good play on Eagles. Darius Slade Brooks next year and Driscoll if Lane ain't healthy sometimes. Yeah, I mean, Brooks is going to be here regardless. I don't even care. Brooks is going to be here. We just paid him a lot of money, so he ain't going anywhere. And Lane Johnson worries me, too, because he's just always hurt, like nonstop. Brad Wright, I want the Cows to win and then watch this late game intentionally trying to lose. That will Dallas so badly. It's like your enemy did you wrong, then asking you for a favor. Not just says I don't know what to think. I don't know either. I don't know what to think either. If you guys haven't subscribed to Not Your Freaks channel, go to his channel. Covers the Eagles and is doing live play-by-plays for all the Sixers games as well. So go check that out when you get a chance. Face says, Joey, I appreciate you reading every comment because Philly 500 barely read. Well, Philly 500 has a lot of subscribers, bro. Like in his comments, his live stream of the chats is crazy. So this is what happens when you get further on YouTube, and it's impossible to read every comment. You'd be sitting here for hours. Unfortunately, like for him, it's only going to get worse because he's not going to be able to read any comments. So you can't blame him for that. Kibo, win or lose, we pick in top 10. I don't know if that's the case, bro. Just by the Cowboys winning against us, their pick they had the 9th overall pick before we played. After they won that game, they went from the 9th overall pick, I think, to the 19th overall pick of the draft. So it's a huge jump. Tanner said, what do you think of the latest season of The Mandalorian? Oh, love it. I cried. And I watched it again, and I cried. And it was fantastic. Loved it. Kevin says, if we lose against Washington, that's also a win for us because Dallas won't make the playoffs. Yeah, definitely. Nathan says, I find it hard to believe they had Deshaun come for an 81-yard reception to not be seen the rest of the game. I just don't understand why what they're trying to prove. Well, from what Doug said at his press conference, Doug said at the post game that he was developing soreness throughout the game, and then they just sat him the rest of the game. It's sad. Like, the guy's developing soreness. The guy was just off for 7-8 weeks. It makes no sense. Got to get rid of him. Braxton Salenzo says, do you think we should go lineman in the first round or second? A lot of people think we'll go get a lineman in the first round. You can get that big guy from Oregon. There's a couple guys. I wrote a few guys down that I actually did like. Let me go to it. There's a couple guys. Go to my notes here. I'm already getting ready for the draft, guys, so... one guy, if I go down the list here, because I separate all the positions, I like Penny Sewell from Oregon. I like, who's the other guy? There's one more tackle that I do like. I like Cosme, Samuel Cosme from Texas. I like him a lot. I like... Rashawn Slater from Northwestern, it's another guy I do like as well. So, those are three guys I do like right now. We got a super chat from Robert Dredden. Thank you very much, man. He says, yo, Joey, what's the deal with our team doctor? Seems like every week we have an injured player. Happy New Year's and go Birds. Happy New Year's to you too. Fly, Eagles, fly. And this is the third year in a row that the Eagles have changed the medical staff, and they need to fix this. There's something wrong. I don't know what the case is. It could be how these guys are taking care of their bodies when they're not playing, or it's after practice, or it's something. It's got to be something in that. I don't know what it is. I really don't. It's getting on my nerves like really bad, really bad. So I understand the frustration. It's gotten worse. We thought 2017 was bad. We had 5-6 injuries that year, and we're like, oh my God, we're so injured. Then 18 came, it was worse. 19 came, it was really bad. And 20 came, and it's been even worse. So, can it get any worse than what it is right now? I don't know. Tronic says also Dillard. Skeptics, we need new secondary. Yeah, we need a brand new secondary, definitely. I'm going to have a video on that probably tomorrow. That's why I didn't do a video today. I was hoping to do a little live stream today. Kevin Yanks said, wait, we have no left tackle. What happened to Mulatto? No, we don't have a left tackle for next week. He got a concussion, bro. He got a concussion. Jalen Smith did a dirty hit on him. And unfortunately, yeah, we're not going to. This is why I don't think we're going to win this game. Now we don't even have a left tackle now. This is... Jalen Hurts is going to be running for his life all game, unfortunately. Brad, I'm 46-year-old. Watch Howie draft my 70-year-old dad. Good value. I hate Howie, especially his neck from the side view. Christopher Baker said we must demote Howie. He is the root of the problem. Demoted after Chip Kelly equals Super Bowl. No coincidence. Tanner Plummer, shouldn't the Birds just lose this week in order to get a higher on this draft board to ensure that Dallas doesn't win the East? Look, I'm not into losing, but if they lose, they lose. And will it make me happy? Probably. I mean, I think their Eagles really deserving. They really need a high draft pick this year. They really do. We need some motivation for the offseason. You have a high draft pick. You have a instant starter, especially on this team, and that's just going to help us out with free agency and help us out with who we trade, who we get rid of. And it makes things so much easier if we have a top 10 pick this year or even a top 5 pick this year. Reckless says, I think Lurie will keep Doug and Howie to allow them to try to make it right before getting rid of them. I don't think so, dude. Doug, yes. But obviously Doug will have a help in evaluation, but not too much. I think they're going to bring in another GM. I'm hoping Howie Roseman gets fired. It just seems like that. With John Dorsey being there, it's just weird to me that he's there as a consultant. Like they're setting something up. I don't know. Richard Bowden says, who do you see for our linebackers, draft one or free agents? I mean, I would definitely draft one this year. I would like to go after a free agent linebacker this year, and Hassan Reddick from the Cardinals. That'd be one guy I would definitely get and pay him because I love him. Guy could blitz. Guy's a great coverage guy. Guy could lay the boom. He's an east and west. He's just sideline to sideline tackler. Love him. Great backfield recognition. Love is Hassan Reddick, and he's still relatively young, as well. So there's a lot going for that. Kevin Yank says, "Do you think Fulgham will be an Eagle next year?" Depends if they re-sign him, bro. Greg Ward's going to be a free agent next year, so I mean, Greg Ward's been a good player for us. Finally got his shot at the end of last year, and then finally really has honed into his own in this position at wide receiver in the slot. So I've been very, very happy with Greg Ward. He's just a very hard-working player. It didn't come easy to him. Worked his butt off to get where he is right now. So. Trying to say we need to draft a wide receiver, cornerback, safety, and O-lineman, linebacker. I agree with that 100%. That's perfect. Nanny Banks says, okay, I know I'm talking forward for draft, but I feel like Jamar Chase, Devon Smith would be dope. Love Rager, but he ain't a number one. Dude, it's really hard for me to say because, I know we're looking forward to, we're already talking about the draft already, but Jalen Rager, it's just been a weird year. He's been hurt 3 times this year. They weren't using him at all right. From most of his games that he's played. They haven't used him right. They were using him on motion, the backfield, on reverses. They weren't really giving it to him deep too much, here and there. A lot of misses from Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts as well. I don't know if he's going to be a number one. Aaron Moorhead, the wide receiver coach, Aaron Moorhead pretty much said, that Jalen Rager has been stinted a little bit because of these injuries that have occurred to him and not being 100% all year. So, I mean, I don't know. Because what really kind of upset me is when it was at the end of the second quarter when the Eagles tried to get something in the end zone and they threw a short pass to Rager with a few seconds left and he got tackled by the first guy and he didn't even make the first guy miss. It kind of just... It didn't really sit with me right when he did that. It kind of just made me like he could have done better than that. I mean, he's good in open space, but why is he getting tackled by you have 5 blockers in front of you and you allow one guy to tackle you. It's just, I don't know. It just sat wrong with me. And you know what? I think they need to draft another. I think Rager will be a perfect complement. And wait till next year when everyone's healthy. Wait till next year when we have an offseason. We have grass time. We have 4 preseason games. There's just a lot of differences that this team does have and can have when you have a offseason like we you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But Kevin Yank says Brooks lost a bunch of weight. It kind of concerns me. It looks like a linebacker. Well, I mean, he lost weight, but he gained muscle. So, you know what I mean? He lost weight, but he's very toned. So it doesn't really mean much of anything. The guy is just gonna be a rock. I mean, the guy is not gonna be. It's gonna be immovable. So there's a lot going on with him, but I do like where he's going with himself and just 2 torn Achilles. I mean, it's crazy. Faces, Joey, you look like Lane Johnson. Everybody says that. Everybody says that. Since I started YouTube, everybody's been saying that. Anyway, Zach Ertz playing almost as twice the amount as Dallas did last game is a perfect example of why Doug should be fired. Favor vets. Yeah, favoritism on veteran players. That's what I've been saying since the Super Bowl, pretty much. And not giving young guys chances, and this is why we find these gems that we have, like Jack Driscoll and Nate Herbig and Travis Fulgham and Quez Watkins and John Hightower. Find some of these guys that really could, look good in this offense or defensively as well. But as of right now, Zach Ertz is not going to be here next year. Zach Ertz is going to be bye-bye. See you later. Trade Zach Ertz. Get a couple picks. They can get some picks for Zach Ertz. I'm not saying you're going to get a first-rounder, but, hey, you never know with the NFL because guys get desperate. We traded Sam Bradford to the Vikings for a first-round pick. So, I mean, it really won't surprise me at all. Yeah, buddy, 101. Deshaun Jackson could cross the street and get hurt. He could slip on a banana peel and get hurt. Never mind crosses the street. Reckless has totally forgot we had Marquise Goodwin. We have so many receivers on our roster. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm glad we do. I'm actually glad we do. Kibo says, and younger. Definitely. Tyler Christian, what's going on, bro? Oh, lost my spot again. I love this. I love when this happens. Let's see. Petty Swirl is at Sade. If he is there at our pick, I would definitely not be opposed to picking him. Yeah. I don't know. Those are my 3 offensive linemen that I do like. So, Darnell Selwick says, we got Jalen on Eagles. Deshaun about to go off on Redskins. Deshaun might not even play, bro. Like, he might play a couple plays, and that's it. So it's crazy. Marislate Joe, I've been studying since last year. I got over 100 guys I study on. Do you have Twitter, Instagram? I'd like to put on a couple of players and show you sleeper guys. Yeah, just follow me at JoeyShake72 on Twitter. Just find me, JoeyShake72. Just look at my name on YouTube, and that's how you spell it on Twitter. 61 people in here. Whoa, almost lost my voice. 61 people in here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, appreciate it. We do Eagles vids all the time. The offseason's coming, so a lot of videos are going to be made on the draft. Can't wait to put a lot of content out. So very excited about that. If you guys haven't hit the like button on this video, hit the like button. When you hit the like button, you're supporting this channel, and it goes a long way. Check down below for merch and memberships to the Shake Squad Army. Do appreciate that. The Eagles are smart. Draft Chase, put Quez on the other side, and put Jalen in the slot. Rotate Warden, rotate Travis and Hightower on the outside. Interesting. The Eagles are a perfect example of COVID. The year sounds so good and promising, but didn't deliver. That's definitely right. Bro, Doug don't need an OC. Kick Doug out of the building. Stop being delusional. We need to clean house and hire a better guy for an OC and better. Stop trying to put a Band-Aid on a gash. Dude, Doug's not going to go anywhere, bro, unfortunately. And I'm not saying because I want it to happen. I'm saying it because he kind of already said he thinks he's gonna be with the organization. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Here's a head coach. Sorry, Jesus, I don't know. I'm like, here's a head coach or whatever. But we'll see what happens. Jim Rose, great. We need to lose. Was it a fumble? It wasn't a fumble, bro. Seriously, Joe, we need to lose. Why would we want to win? I don't know, bro. It's hard for me to say I want to lose, that's all. But if we lose, I'm not going to be upset about it. Trust me. Dave Banks said, I just don't think tackle in the first round is a good idea. We got Mulata, Dillard battling on left, Johnson and Driscoll back up at right. It seems a strength. I think it's a huge strength. I think our offensive line is a big strength going into next year. That's definite. But drafting another one could move down the board. You never know, and you could pick them up. So I'm not saying like maybe the first round pick, but you never know. Scabby said, what kind of secondary do you like, Joey? I like corners that are big, that are not 5'8", 180 pounds. I like tall corners, aggressive corners, man-to-man corners. I like guys in your face corners. I like physical in your face off the line corners. I like guys like that. But Maddox, the only person, Nikel Roby-Coleman, bye-bye, see you later. That's all. I need a new secondary. Cravon LeBlanc, Michael Jaquette, oh my God. I don't know. Brax says Howie's the football version of Elton Brand. You know what? One thing that might happen next year, they might re-sign one player next year. I know you guys are probably going to hate it a lot, but they might actually sign Rodney McLeod back next year. They might sign him to another one-year deal next year. Could happen just because I think he is somewhat of a leader on this defense. Not fully, not like how Malcolm Jenkins was, but I think he had a really good year this year. I thought he had a really good year. He had a couple bad games, but I think overall he had a good year. A good year on a really bad team, unfortunately. I think Rodney will come back. I don't know if I don't really see him going anywhere else. Like last year, I think Rodney even said before he got re-signed, he was like, I don't see myself playing anywhere else. Like Philly is like my place, So he actually just got surgery, I think yesterday. But I saw on Twitter he got surgery the other day, so Joey winning would really put us back. We got to lose. I understand, bro. I understand. And we could lose. I don't think we're going to win anyway. Tyler said, do you think we might get Patrick Surtain at corner? I don't know. Got to see got to see who they get rid of. Got to see. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't know what they're going to do. Got to see what they do in free agency. Got to see, before then what guys draft pick compensation. I need to see what we have before, and look at this roster. Kevin says, Joey, if the Eagles called you to play, would you do it? I'm sure you can ball. I used to ball, Kev. I used to. But I wasn't a corner, though. I was a left tackle and a defensive end and a defensive tackle. I went into college as a defensive tackle. Yeah. Christopher says, what do you think we get for Ertz and Alshon? I don't know if you could trade both of them to one team, but Alshon, I don't care what we get because they have to pay a hefty contract. So there's going to be a lot more to it. Zach Ertz wise, I think they can get anything for him, really. I think they can get a first. I think they can get a first, maybe not for this year, maybe next year, but I would say a second or a third, maybe a mid-round pick on top of it. I don't know, maybe 2 picks. I have no idea. But I think there'll be a lot of value for Zach Ertz. There'll be a lot of value for Zach Ertz. Philly, the podcast. What's going on, bro? He said, what's up, bro? I was wondering what your thoughts if we end up in the top 4. Would you be open to trading down or packaging players with picks to get more picks? No. I'm picking top 4, top 5. I'm picking. There's no look. It may seem that our roster looks really bad right now, but we wait in due time. It maybe won't look as bad as we think it's going to be. Yeah, we might be a little empty here and there, but you could do a lot with what we have. So I don't know. I don't know if moving back is going to be really a smart thing. I think we need to get a playmaker right now. You have the reins to go grab a number 1 receiver, number 1 guy that can complement Jalen Reagor too as well. And depending who they have in the slot, I don't know who they're going to have there because we know Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey are going to be gone. So you got a lot of guys. I mean, I love Quez Watkins. Can't wait to see a whole offseason from him. John Hightower. Got Greg Ward. So it should be interesting. If you guys haven't subscribed to Philly, the podcast, subscribe to this channel. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Very close to it. Good friend of mine. Great YouTuber. Please hit him up and please, definitely support the dude. Works very hard. Do appreciate that from everybody in here if you could do that for me. It was something that Smith hit was dirty. Next year, Milan needs to seek payback. Nothing dirty. Just seek him out and pound him relentlessly. We'll be ready next year, bro. Don't worry about that. Jim Ruiz says we must lose Sunday. I don't want the Cowboys in the playoffs. Hey, what's up, man? Mayor Slate, 3rd round. We should have drafted a linebacker 2nd, cornerback 1st round, wide receiver. I agree. What's going on, bro? Riddick and Schwartz won't mix. Why not? Chris MK. If Schwartz is going to be here, it's another thing, too. We don't know if Schwartz is even going to be here at all. Chris MK, I really want to see Holyfield play on Sunday. Yeah, well, big play slate. Travis Fulgham and G-Money better be here for the long run. Yeah, man. I mean, they're not going to get big contracts. Definitely not. But, man, we need to shed some cap badly. Mayor Slate, Jim needs to go more than anybody. I think we need a new defense. I think we need a brand new secondary. I think Hassan, am I saying Javon? Wow, Jesus, sorry. Javon Hargrave needs to get. I think he needs to get traded. I think he needs to go somewhere else. I don't think he fits here, and he did not. I mean, when Fletcher Cox is out of the game, didn't do anything. Guys, sometimes you can't have the best defensive line. It just happens. You can have some good players on the defensive line, but we need to strengthen the secondary. Like, we can't put everything into our defensive line. I mean, we just can't do it. It's just I'm not pleased with Javon Hargrave. I'm not, even Malik Jackson, and he's another guy. Too many penalties on Malik Jackson this year. Unnecessary roughness penalties. He gets mad. He starts throwing a tantrum all the time this year. I mean, we're paying Malik Jackson like $10 million a year. I mean, that's crazy. And then Fletcher Cox gets out of the game against the Cowboys, and they can't get any pressure whatsoever. Malik Jackson, this is a guy that's been to Super Bowls, playoffs. This guy, one of the best pass rushers in the league, and I could see why the Jaguars benched him a year prior to being here. It's really, I don't know. It's just really, really embarrassing. I don't like it. I just really don't like it. Makes no sense. All right, let's put in some notes here. Notes about the right. Well, let's hope Schwartz isn't here. I hope not. Bears looks like Quez outplayed Jalen Rick. Yeah, I say he definitely did. You're probably not wrong there. Nitty Banks says, got you on Reagor, first-year rook. Got to give him time. I think we have to give him time as well. He got hurt 3 times this year. He had no offseason, and the Eagles didn't use him the right way a lot of these games, especially in the beginning. Mulatto will handle him next time they play. Going to pancake him again, but this time out more of a bang to it. He goes over there. Reagor is a slot receiver, period. Mayor Slate, Quez Watkins is better than Jalen Reagor. He should have been our first pick. This guy catching and running past people. He has speed to catching deep. He is productive more than Reagor. He's more like a 2. It's crazy. Quez, I don't know if Quez is a 1, but I gotta say, like that burst of speed after he caught that ball, especially he had that little spin move when he got that screen, like he had to spin around a guy, and then all of a sudden, as soon as Quez went vertical, he was gone. I mean, he was literally gone. Crazy. I'm Jim Ruiz. Says Reagor is not a number. He hasn't shown anything that sparks. No, he hasn't really shown it. Besides the punt return, he didn't do anything. He caught he had 16 yards. That I think his most productive game besides the punt return. He had 16 yards. I think in the first Cowboy game we had, he had a 2-point conversion. I think he had a touchdown and 2-point conversion, but it was very short field. So it's nothing crazy. Merely, who saw Jalen ran to the defender when he had open room on the other side. Yeah, that was at the end of the second quarter. That's what really made me mad. I'm like, this guy has all this room. He's got 5 blockers in front of him, and he lets one guy out of all that open space. He lets one guy tackle him. It makes no sense to me why it even happened. Mayor Slate, he didn't allow. He ran to the defender. Nate Banks said, love these late nights, Joey. Keep it up, man. Appreciate it, Nate. Much appreciated. Yeah, this is a random stream tonight, guys. 84 people. Guys haven't subscribed. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you guys haven't. You hit the like button. You're supporting the channel. It goes a long way. Check out my merch down below and the memberships to the Shake Squad Army if you guys haven't either. I actually have some new gear coming out. So I'll let you guys actually see it because the gear is not gonna be on YouTube until it's not gonna upload until for a while now. Let me see if I could actually, yeah, here it is, guys. So this is new gear coming out probably in a few days. Obviously, hoodies, shirts. I've already sold another 6 shirts the other day. I actually sold 6 shirts the other day of my other merch. But this is the new stuff. This is the front. This is the front of it, and then have the back here. Which is pretty cool. So a few days that will be around, so you could check that out as well. So appreciate everybody being here. Brad Rice says, "Inspired." That's what I'm hoping. Tired of this team being in the red zone. Sports has the DBs in the stands with the crowd. Kevin Yanks says, if you had to choose, who would you rather be traded, Wentz or Hurts? Because a lot of people hate Wentz right now. I don't know if it's. You know what I don't agree with this, but I think they're going to have these guys in a competition next year, which I'm not happy about that. I really hope someone goes. At this point, I don't know what they're going to do. They created this mess, and they can only blame themselves. We can't even blame us as fans. It's hard to really look into this because it's like, look what they did. I mean, they had a guy that thought would be into his 5th year, would already be on top of the league right now, and is not. The Eagles have screwed Carson Wentz in a lot of ways, and then Carson Wentz pretty much screwed himself by, I don't know what the hell he did this offseason. Mentally, he's just not mentally strong, and Jalen Hurts has just got hungry and came in and did a good job for a couple games and showed some promise, and that's it, really. They created this mess on their own, so hope so. Mulata's a nasty player, but he does it within the rules of the game. Smith jumped up and head-butted Mulata head first. League should fine him. Breakman, we need to draft Jamar Chase or compliment Jalen Reagor. I agree with that 100%. U.S. champ, rather keep both Hurts and Wentz need to be coach. Press Taylor needs to go. Tyler Christian, I think we should draft cornerback. Patrick, he's a stud. Kevin says Corey Clement has to go. Well, he's done. He had a 1-year deal, bro. He ain't getting re-signed anyway. It doesn't even matter. Breakman, this team needs a total overhaul of players to coaches. I agree. Mayor Slate, Quez is what we was looking for in number 1. He's been more productive than Jalen. Quez has speed, height, good route running, catch deep and burn people. Wasn't that what we wanted in a 1? Yeah, and we didn't get that with Jalen Reagor. But at the same time, we didn't use him the right way for weeks on and either. You know what I mean? And Quez was hurt for a little bit too, and then he got off IR. He practiced with the team, and finally, as soon as Jalen Hurts got on the field, they put him in. They didn't put Quez Watkins when Carson Wentz was playing. Never put him on the field at all, period. They started using other guys, which I was really surprised what they should have been doing. They should have been doing the rest of the year, so it just really confused me. Robert Jones, Jim Schwartz has to go. What a pathetic defensive game plan. Yeah, like I need to see corners that actually have skill. Like I don't want corners that work in a system. I want corners that are specifically good at what they do. And I'm tired of the picket fence. I'm tired of getting burnt on plays all year. I'm tired of guys like relying on guys like Michael Jaquette to go to go cover guys. It's just embarrassing. Brad Wright, Deshaun could read that comment and get hurt. Why 2 flies that we trade Sam for 2 first rounds? Sammy Sleeves. Seriously, if the Eagles are smart, you draft Chase and put Quez on the other side, put Jalen in the slot, and rotate Ward, rotate Travis. Hightower. Dika says Wentz has to go. Faye says, we all thought we were going to be a Super Bowl contender when we are so wrong. That's definite. I'm Jim Rowe. Man, Jackson is done. End of story. Yeah, definitely. I can't stand it anymore. Doug said he had soreness throughout the game. You've been off 8 weeks. What kind of soreness do you have? Pisses me off. Pisses me off. I get so mad. I really do. Get really mad. All right, I'm going to open up the chat. I'm going to open up the stream for you guys here. If you guys want to come in, say your piece about what's to come, the game, this song, whatever you guys want. But it's going to be a time limit for you guys if you want to come in and say something. So we're going to do something. I wasn't going to do a live in calling, but obviously, guys, you guys start trolling, you get kicked. If you do anything stupid, you're going to get kicked out of here. So be wise, because I will have my click finger will be nice and happy for anybody. So that is the link to come in if you guys want to talk and get some stuff done. So, all right. Yo, Larry, what's going on?
This is my question.
Sure.
So this Jim Schwartz needs to be fired at you.
Schwartz got to be fired?
Yes, he's going at you.
Why do you think that?
He has did a bad job a few years.
Yeah, no, I don't think I just I put blame on him. I put blame on Howie Roseman as well because he has. I don't think he's been. Howie Roseman has built this defense, but I don't trust Jim because of how he uses people. Especially, I don't really trust the way he uses some of his guys to the point where we do picket fence defense. He doesn't trust his guys on man coverage, and obviously when he has no choice, he's got to put in some of these guys. So it's been kind of crazy, but I agree. I mean, I honestly, if he stays, he stays, but I agree with him to be definitely gone and trying to change everything up. So
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I agree with you.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all you want to. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I gotta talk about a lot of things.
I know we could talk about this for hours. Trust me, for hours.
If Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson is going at you, we need to draft a receiver.
Yeah. No, I definitely think so. I think we still need a number one regardless. You know what I mean? I think, down the line, I mean, we got to see what we do by free agency. We got to see, like, what players are off this team. I mean, we have a lot of receivers on this roster right now. So there's a lot going on right now. So.
And Jalen Mills is going at you.
Yeah, he's definitely gone. He's definitely gone. I appreciate him changing positions and trying to play out, but he's definitely got to go. There's no other way.
Patrick Surtain.
We could get Patrick Surtain. If the Eagles want to go corner in the first round, am I really going to be mad about that? Definitely not. I'm not. And I hope they actually. I hope you look. I understand seems like he's a shutdown corner, but I'm hoping that's true because I hate hearing that these guys are shutdown corners to get to the NFL, and then obviously we've had some bad luck with that. So.
Hey, to be honest with you, I'm a Steelers fan.
Who?
I'm a Steelers fan.
You're a Steelers fan. So are you worried? Are you worried right now? It was a nice comeback. It was a nice comeback win, and hopefully, playoffs are a whole different story. But Steelers,
You better stop dancing on the logos.
yeah, they need to get their stuff together and get in the playoffs and do a good job. And hopefully Ben could pull it out, and the rest of these guys could pull it out for Pittsburgh and get it done.
The secondary is trash.
Yours,
No, I'm talking about
mine, ours. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Nicole Roby Coleman is bad. Too many.
I was happy when I first thought we got Darius. I thought they were talking about that Giants receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that has to be changed with this secondary. We can't use these guys as like fillers. We can't use them as fillers and stuff like that. I think more has to happen. I think Darius Slay was a good signing for the money he was paid. I think he only had like two bad games this year. Probably his worst year of his career, to be honest with you. He actually got a pick in the last game we had, and I was really happy about that. But we need more than Darius Slay on the field. We need more than him. He can't do everything. He can only cover one receiver. There's a lot going on. So
You're a Citrus fan?
that's it. But I have to get the other calls, buddy. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
Alright.
Bobby,
What's up? What's up?
what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good pretty much. I just want to say that our defense has to get better and our offense has to get better. That's all I want. Jalen Hurts has to do better, but I can't lie. This is his first time as an Eagle. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to do anything because this is his first time as an Eagles fan. He literally just got drafted. You pretty much have to give him a chance. This is his first time, and you're gonna be more happy once we win them more games. We're gonna win more games. Then you're like, oh yeah, this guy, you should have got this guy. This guy's pretty good. Like every person that got drafted, it's their first time as the Eagles. So I'm just saying, he has to you're gonna watch him do good. That's all I gotta
So
say.
are you done with Carson Wentz?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. That dude gotta leave, bro. We got. Oh my god, yeah, hell yeah, he needs to leave.
You're not the only one. Trust me. I'm like
Yeah,
I'm like in the middle right now because I don't even know what to
yeah.
do now because they really made a whole mess out of this whole thing. So by drafting, I mean maybe drafting Jalen Hurts was maybe it was just something that hey, I mean it doesn't make Howie look good, but
Yeah.
maybe it's a blessing or it's a curse. I don't know, but
I'm
yeah,
actually shocked that we lost to the Cowboys. I'm actually really shocked.
yeah, I am
No,
too.
who expect us to lose to the trash Cowboys? Our
I'm see,
defense was the only thing that was messing us up was our defense. Our defense was terrible because of Gallup and Amari Cooper were getting wide open. And then when I first watched a couple games, when I first a couple plays, I'm like, we're gonna win this. And then when Gallup and Amari Cooper were wide open, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna lose this game. We're gonna lose.
Yeah,
I
this is
knew
what
it.
happens. This is what happens when you have injuries and you have to rely on a practice squad guy like Michael Jaquette that was getting burned, and they
Yeah.
didn't bench him until the Cowboys scored like 3 times, which is like insane. Like after like the second time, I would have just after the second time, and then his confidence was he got beat so many times, his confidence was down. So we need a brand new secondary. I think the Eagles could make some moves this offseason and get that done. So I'm hoping we can't rely
I
on
have a
defensive line.
feeling. I have a feeling that we might lose to the Redskins because I can't lie, their defense is getting pretty good this year. Their defense is amazing. Since the first game we played, I thought we're gonna win this, but once throw a couple interceptions, their defense was pretty good, and yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have a left tackle for this game either, so it's
Yeah,
like we
yeah,
already don't
but
have a
we
right
have so many
tackle.
people injured. We
Yeah,
have
I
so
know.
many people injured.
Worst
So
year
I'll
possible.
talk to you later. You have to get to these calls.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate it,
I was
Bob.
gonna
Much
ask you,
appreciated.
are you friends with Philly Talk?
Yeah, yeah, I
You
talk to
are.
him all the time. Yeah, he's a good dude.
I was just in his live earlier.
Oh yeah, I saw him live streaming. Yeah, me and him are pretty close.
All right. See
All
you
right,
later,
man.
man.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too. Have good New Year.
You too.
Talk to me, Devin.
Sup,
What's up, bro?
man? I was just pissed off about the offensive line in the game, bro. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, the false starts. I was getting pissed off about that every time, though. It's ridiculous.
It can't get any worse, bro. It really can't.
Yeah,
I mean, can it? I mean,
yeah. We're out of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But it's tough. You know what I'm saying? We gotta fix all of this offensive line stuff in our defense. We need to get rid of these old players, these Super Bowl champion players. My goodness, we need to get rid of all of them. You know what I'm saying?
do you want to get rid of like Brandon Brooks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We can get rid
Yeah.
of some. We need some corners on this team badly. My goodness, we really need some corners.
We gotta stop putting money into this defensive line to band-aid that secondary. You
Yeah,
can't-
Jim Swerts, bro. Jim Swerts need to be fired, bro. No, my goodness, he needs to. We need some offensive corners. No joke.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
we do.
We need a man. I don't know. I hope Hurts probably does well. Like Hurts, he did good in the whole game. Like I have friends, like I have Cowboy friends. You know what I'm saying? And one of my friends said that one of this Cowboy player was being like talking to the defense. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about get out of the head when Jalen Hurts threw that touchdown pass, like 14-3. The Cowboy players decided to go talk to the players on the bench, and all of a sudden that's probably hurt Jalen's confidence, though. And,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he at the post game, I think he had like, especially in the second half, Jalen Hurts had like, I think he had lower body tightness or something was going on.
Yeah,
He
because
wasn't feeling good.
because every like the Cowboy players were coming after him all the time. Like I saw it every game, though.
Yeah,
And then like I don't even know what's gonna happen in 2021. I don't know. We got to get Swift players, bro. If we don't get like Chase Young, bro, it's ridiculous.
I tell you, like it's gonna be a very busy offseason. I know that it's gonna be a very, very busy offseason. It's gonna be a lot to deal with, and I hope they make some changes.
I hope we makes a lot of new stuff. We need some new blood for this team, bro. I'm just pissed off how we got rid of Malcolm Jenkins. Like he was the blood for this team, for the defense. Yeah. Like he made this team like work up. You know what I'm saying? Like make us have leadership for our defense.
Yeah,
it's tough, bro.
I know he's the glue to our defense. I mean, at the same time, though, you're gonna pay a 32-year-old safety $14
guess what?
million
Nelson Aguilar doing so well at the Raiders. Like,
he needed a change of scenery,
I just hate
bro.
how we get rid of these players and make them better at other teams. Though it's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that left here recently, and
like every player we got left. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm telling you, like when Travis Fulgham leaves after this year, if he doesn't get re-signed, he's gonna go. He might do well somewhere else. Greg Ward, if he doesn't get re-signed, he might do well somewhere else.
He's gonna do well somewhere else.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm not, and it's like some players just can't. You know what? And this is a really it's a hard team to play for because of the fans. It's and the media. Yeah. It's real harsh. But this is why you get paid when a quarterback gets paid like that much money. What Wentz gets paid.
We've been having a lot of he's been throwing passes though so badly every week. Like I'm just watching this game I was looking at week 12 and was like, bro, this guy got to be benched. I'm not, no joke.
Yeah,
it sucks, man.
I know it's unfortunate because we would have won this division by a landslide.
Yeah,
this year.
Like his mechanics, Witz McKenna is not right. No joke.
I made a video after the first game of the season and said something was wrong. People told me to relax, and people told me wait another game.
Because it was he still has that Nick Foles stuff in his head. No budget.
Mm-hmm. It's everything. It's everything.
It's ridiculous.
I think we have scarred Carson Wentz. I hope
Howie Roseman gets fired. No joke, man.
Do you think the rumors with John Dorsey being a consultant here? Do you think that's a little bit of smoke?
Yeah. I hope he gets a GM job. I hope.
Is it just John Dorsey, or do you just want anybody to have it, regardless?
Regardless, anybody can have it.
Yeah. The good thing about John Dorsey, he's very he always tries to trade for good players. He's very aggressive when he tries to trade. Like the one trade I wanted so bad was DeAndre Hopkins, and I figured,
Yeah.
they're gonna want too much for him. But a second round pick, a running back, and a running back, it's just
I'm glad that the Vikings got Justin Jefferson because we can't even use players right here.
no.
Like, just
No,
ridiculous.
and you don't even know if Judge Jefferson would have even played well here. He might be
Yeah,
on
he
practice
would not
squad
even-
for all I know.
Yeah, he would not even do well here. My goodness, bro.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's crazy. The Harry Roseman's 50 picks of the draft, 50 picks.
Yeah, 50
He's
picks
only
has been
drafted-
awful. No
he's only
joke.
drafted two. He's only drafted two Pro Bowlers. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like
but-
we only have 2 Pro Bowlers, and these guys are just not doing well here.
And before Howie Roseman, we've drafted 14 Pro Bowlers in 18 years. I mean, that's crazy.
It's like this team needs like new blood in this team right now. Like defense, like I saw how Zeke Elliott just ran all over us, man. Like that, and Glam just made like a jet sweep on us in the end of the game. Guys, like 37 points,
Yeah,
and our whole defense is so bad.
it's bad.
Like we're gonna lose to Washington. No joke, we're losing.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Washington.
We're gonna lose
Because
right at home.
Chase Young's gonna probably take out freaking Hurts, bro. He probably gonna take out Hurts. That's what I'm
They
thinking.
might as well dress Sudfeld for this game.
Yeah, put stuff. But that's what I'm thinking. Just put stuff in there. We don't need to put Hurts in there because he's gonna get screwed.
All right, Dev. Well, I got some other calls, bro, but I appreciate
right.
you calling in, definitely. But
All right,
we'll talk soon.
bro.
All right, Fly Go Slide, dude. Peace out, man.
Peace.
Marquette, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Chilling, bro.
Finally get a chance to talk to you, man.
Finally, right? A name with a face.
Yeah. How you been, man?
Good, bro. Just, dealing with what we got to deal with this Sunday. Try not to think one way, but wanting something else. You know what I mean? Just don't know what's to come of this team this offseason. So,
Bro, the only thing you can do is hope for the best, man. Like, it's the only thing we can do. For me, I just feel as though we just need a whole bunch of changes. Like, a whole bunch. Like, Doug, I don't know if he's going to go, if they're going to just sign an offensive coordinator. Fucking Schwartz got to go, man.
yeah, I'm tired of him. Yeah.
I'm tired of that defense. The way the defense is, you got Darius Slay, man. Like, Slay is a top notch corner that needs to play the way that he's used to playing. You can't have a significant type of player like that playing him the way that you want him to play him. Like, it's kind of pointless. I feel the same way about the nickelback.
So Roby Coleman is total trash. That guy, I was so excited for him this year. It seems they come to Philly and they just can't play. I don't know what it is.
But see, the thing with that is, nowadays you can't really say the players be trash because you see what everybody else is doing that we let go.
I know.
Even Nelson Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody, it seems like everybody balls out. I feel as though our coaching staff don't put our players in position to strive. Like we don't build on our players' strengths a lot. Like, look, like Rager. Rager's a yak yard person. They don't give you no type of like.
They weren't using him the right way. They weren't using him the right way early in the season. They weren't using him the right way. He was more of a third down receiver.
Right. I mean,
It's the same. It's the same they did with Golden Tate. It's the same thing
Right.
they did with Golden Tate.
It's
Same
like
thing.
It's like they get players that don't know how to use them.
Right.
Like, I never would see Regular as a number one type of receiver anyway. He was more like a slot type dude to me. Like, I don't know why they didn't try to get Ruggs or Claypool. You need a big target, man, a receiver. We never have one besides styles like Alshon, and he's slow. If you get somebody faster, I feel as though we'll be all right. Coaching staff got to change, and we got to toughen up. We seem soft, man.
I know.
Every year, we just soft.
I think what turned me off about Schwartz is there was like one or two games where he kind of had no game plan, and then when Nate Gary was messing up every single week, all he did was defend him every week.
And that guy's horrible, man.
I mean, he's as bad as Clay Matthews was, in the Chip Kelly. Clay Matthews, when we had him, oh my God, couldn't cover, couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like you got that dude off the streets. That's how bad he was.
And I thought Nate Gary, this is a guy that was a safety turned into a linebacker, and I figured, he was coming into his own. Finally last year he was coming to his own. He was making a lot of tackles. He was, we had injuries at linebacker last year. But the funny thing is, even Davion Taylor, why wasn't Davion Taylor ever even tried on the field? You put him on the field till week 11, and then you expect him to play well. He played horrible, but how can I blame the guy?
But see, that's the thing. That's what we do with our rookies. I noticed that, we draft rookies or whatever, and we first of all, we don't put them in, and if we do put them in, we put them where we feel as though they need to be at, not where what better suits them. You know what I mean? Like I feel as though I got a lot of hope with our young guys, Watkins, Hightower, even Reger. I just think getting the Bull Chase or whatever his name is from LSU would be a plus. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, would be a plus. I don't think we that much off on the offense. If our offensive line is up to par, and we run the ball with Miles Sanders, I think the coaching make us look suspect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think especially looking predictable on offense too, which we have been looking all year. And the only reason why we did well, even with Jalen Hurts coming, is because there's no blueprint on this offense with Jalen Hurts. So no one really But after 2 games, this Cowboy game showed that Doug has to not call plays anymore because everything just that second half, not even the second half, but after the 2 series, the Cowboys figured us out. I mean, it wasn't hard.
I mean, the guy is so predictable. Let's take a page off of some of the coaches and coordinators that you had, like Frank Reich.
Right.
Look at what he's doing with Phillip Rivers, who has to be super duper bummy to me for real. He just got protection, and Frank Reich protects him with running the ball and stuff like that.
Yeah, they look like us a few years ago. It's like a reincarnation of our offense a few years ago.
I think Phillip Rivers only got sacked 14 times the whole season.
Carson Wentz got sacked, 50? 52?
Almost quadruple.
It's still bad regardless. So, it doesn't even... he had 30... I think he had... his Carson's rookie year, he got sacked 36 times. I think 36 by... Yeah, the last game. And we went to 50 sacks on the year. 52 sacks.
And then another thing about Wentz. I know a lot of us been ragging on him. Even at times I've been ragging on him. I don't really think that Carson is done. I just think he's soft, man. I think he's soft. I think he expects everything to go his way. He don't like competition. And playing in a Philadelphia organization, you can't be that way. So no. He might not be the type of quarterback that's for us. You gotta be a tough-minded individual, especially at the quarterback position. You can't be soft, man.
Yeah, when you get paid that
about Hurts.
Yeah, I know. It's a huge difference because the guy went through the same thing in college. You know what I mean? Mental toughness. Here's the thing. You get paid franchise money as a quarterback, so you eliminate the outside noise. You take it more of it as a challenge than letting it destroy you inside. And it's done the total opposite. You know what I mean? So you can't let it happen like that.
It's first it was with Foles. You got a guy that's years older than you or whatever. That's to me it seemed like he was on his way out of the league and stuff like that. Now you got a rookie that's only 22 years old. You're older than him, and it's you're intimidated. You can't be intimidated about anything in life. You know what I mean? And that's his problem. I feel as though if he gets find a way to grow some balls and stop caring about what's going to happen, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. They created this. They created a really big mess, man. So it's. I don't know. I don't even want to be in their shoes. Like I really don't. I really don't.
it's horrible, man. It's like I've never seen a team go from being so much on top just 2 or 3 years ago to like man, we need to rebuild. I mean, of course, you got the Falcons or whatever. They kind of look the same way or whatever. But outside of them organizations, those are like the only two teams that I've seen in a while that really did that.
Yeah. Well, it should be a busy offseason. Then I want to ask you this: what about do you think with John Dorsey being here as a consultant, do you think that's kind of like a rumor that maybe he'll be the GM? That there's something going on with that, or you just think you think Howie's still going to be here? You think?
Well, from what I'm hearing or whatever, Howie and Jeffrey is really close or whatever. So I feel as though Dorsey might be like a scapegoat for him. Like, all right, well, we gonna have you doing all the stuff that Howie would normally do and not
Right.
do well, and how you still gonna be doing. I feel as though Howie does a great job with restructuring deals and stuff like that. He does a great job with that.
Yeah, the cap space and the numbers he's good with. He's good with
Like
the
he
numbers.
does a great job with that. I think he's pretty great with that. You know what I mean? So I feel as though doing things like that are you fine, but when it comes to scouting and making decisions like that, you need to. Same with Peterson. I think Peterson with the coaching, like he finds a way to get his guys pumped up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to making plays and fourth down conversions and just stop. Just stop. Just stick to coaching, man. Like give that to somebody else, man. And I feel as though I don't think they're gonna get rid of Doug Peterson. They'll get rid of Schwartz before Peterson. To me.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't know if Peter. I have a good idea that Peterson's not going anywhere. I don't see it. I mean, they just have to take away the play calling from him. I mean, that's number one. I mean, that's what they got to do.
There it is. You take away the play calling from Doug and the scouting from Howie, man. You might have a good thing going, man, and get some number one type players. Like it seems like even when we go into a free agency, we get the bottom tier type players or has-beens stuff like that. Like you get like the tulip bowl players and stuff like that, and you give them a bunch of money.
They get these marquee names that used to be good, or they get these marquee names that are out of their prime.
It's kind of like the year that the Ranchers got Bruce Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, like y'all got Bruce Smith. He like 10, 12 years into a season.
Or maybe they are. Maybe some of these guys are good, but they just with the coaching so bad they could just play good somewhere else.
I mean, that's what I see. I see it. I mean, when I heard about what Sidney Jones and Russell Douglas was doing for Jacksonville and Carolina, I'm like, they was horrible. Nelson Aguilar had a hell of a game last week.
Yeah, like 155 yards.
Man, listen.
Not used here the right way.
I just feel as though with Nelson Aguilar, they just like Rager. He's a yak yards type person. He's fast. He runs the 4.3. What are you doing? Like you throwing him these little short passes like he's 6'5". Like they use him like Seattle used Metcalf.
Yeah.
And expect him to do something. It's sad, man. I hope next season or whatever they have a competition. You know what I mean? I feel as though whoever's going to start should earn it. It shouldn't be okay, we're giving the job to you. Okay, we giving it to you. I feel as though whoever gets the job should have to earn it.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. Like, and Wentz, if you want to be a crybaby and stuff like that, man, you can be just like how Jeffries was earlier in the season. Fuck you, get up out of here. Like, We don't need that type of players that's just about themselves, man. It's a team game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I hope that's not the case. I hope Carson's not soft in his mind. I hope it's just a bad year and that's it. But what's really worrying me about Wentz now is he's got no mobility. Like what? Like there's some speculation that the coaches told him to bulk up a little bit. You know what I mean? So so he doesn't get injured. I mean, the 1 year he's not injured, I'm just like, this is what we were worrying about every single year, that he's not injured.
I feel as though they did kind of set him up for failure. You know what I mean? Like it's like you can't sit there and give somebody a nice solid deal or whatever, then turn around and draft a guy in the second round that looks better than you. Like in my mind, Hurts looks like a better type of quarterback for that system. You can't do that. Now if they had drafted a quarterback in the later rounds that wasn't as boo or something like that was just okay, a backup type, it probably would have been better. Like you probably wouldn't feel so skeptical about that. But Hurts is a real deal, man. Like if you coach him up, if you get the right type of coach with Hurts and his mindset, he can be a top notch quarterback, man. Like I could see it in him.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, do you agree with trading Wentz? Do you think there's going to be a quarterback competition next year? I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. It's so bad. Like, I don't want to be in their shoes. Like, I say it every time. Like, this is like the worst. This is going to be like the worst, like the hardest. It doesn't seem like it's hard, but what makes it hard is Carson Wentz's price tag. That's what makes it hard. If there was no price tag, I bet you, who knows, it would be an easier decision.
Yeah, I was listening to Philly Fresh's joint, and somebody made a great point about quarterbacks. Remember when Breeze was playing with the Chargers, and the Chargers let Breeze go to get Phillip Rivers or whatever, and how great Breeze ended up being.
Yeah.
I just hope something like that doesn't happen to us. Like either which way, you know what I mean? Like I feel as though if it was me, if Wentz wins the job, I'm not trading Hurts.
No, of course not.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't either.
I'm sorry.
No.
He's under contract for 4 years. He's only 22 years old. I would listen. Even if we keep him on the bench until Wentz's next 2 or 3 years is over and bring him in, he'll still only be like 25 with maturity.
Right.
So for me, if it's gonna be Wentz and you feel as though you got to trade him, all right, cool. He'll be 28 next year. But
Yeah.
you can't trade somebody that young with that type of mobility and skills. That would be stupid, man. Because it'll come down to, why did you even draft a guy in the second round anyway to trade him?
No, I don't think so. They're not. If they value him that much, they're not going to trade him. There's no way he's going out the door regardless. So
I pray. I hope. I hope the guy.
we'll find out though.
Listen, man. With these guys, man, anything can happen, man. I just hope we finally let people go like Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson and stuff like that, and give these young guys opportunity to do better and stuff like that. And I'm about to say something else, but you might not like this, but I would probably get rid of Scott, man. I would probably get rid of Boston Scott, man, and get more of a power back.
Yeah, they even got Jordan Howard's on if depending if they keep him. Jordan Howard's on contract for a whole nother year.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would rather have. Oh, also Clement got to go too.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, he got to go. I would say Elijah Holyfield, Jordan Howard, and the other guy from Cincinnati.
He's not here anymore. He's not here
They
anymore.
let
He's
go of
gone.
Warren.
Nope. He got
Well,
picked off. He got picked off weeks ago.
well, I guess, I guess, run with that with them three for a while, and maybe pick up somebody off the wire, the waiver wire, or something like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like how it's like you got Miles Sanders who does this thing and stuff like that, and he needs more carries and stuff like that, and then you bring in Scott. Like it's not he's not like Darren Sproles to me. Like
Right. Right.
he is, but he's not as shifty. I don't know why they had him at kick returns. That he's horrible at kick return.
I know. It's bad, bro.
We don't never get good returners either like that. Besides when we had Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
And,
All right, Marquette, I gotta cut you off, man. I don't mean to cut you off, but I have some other people in here.
You straight. I was waiting for you to say it anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty busy in here, so.
Man,
But I appreciate your call. I'll be doing a lot more of these, so I appreciate it, man.
yeah, it's good to finally talk to you, man.
You too, bro.
Yep, I keep watching you, man.
And I appreciate all just everything you've been doing for the channel and stuff, man. I do appreciate it, really do.
Yeah, happy
It means a lot.
holiday, happy New Year's if I don't hear from you again and stuff like that, and hope for the best in 2021 and beyond.
Yeah, I hope so.
All
I
right,
really
man.
hope so. All right, man. I'll see you later, man. Thanks, dude. Yo, if anybody wants to come in, they can come in. If anybody wants to say I'm wrong, they can come in. It's all good. It's all good, bro. I think I messed that up, actually. No, I didn't. Never mind. Tyler. That's messed up, bro. That's messed up. Well, I appreciate everybody being in here, obviously, on those. Yo, we got Larry Parker. What's up, man?
So,
What's going on? What are you thinking?
are you a Citrus fan?
Yeah, been trying to watch them as much as I possibly can,
That's the thing.
but I saw them win today.
They get a new head coach,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know how to control the team.
Yeah.
My point is, you got Dwight Howard, a big man that can dunk and stuff. I feel like Joel Embiid can improve.
As what?
Like a Shaq.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah.
Dude, I like that Dwight Howard signing. I did like a lot, just because I think it's a really good bench signing behind Embiid. I think it's great.
Yeah, one time when the Giants almost beat the Cowboys, I think they can do it.
Yeah, I
As
think so.
long as their defense. See, this is what I don't get. When the Seattle Seahawks went to Philadelphia, was it Philadelphia?
I think so.
Slade started getting double. They should have doubled DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I know, but they have so many other weapons, though. That's the problem. Like, we can't even double him. That's why we have a number one corner in Darius Slay that actually, didn't really play well. But you have Tyler Lockett as well. He's another speedster, goes downfield. So I mean, they have more speed. That's why we couldn't really double him that whole game. This is why you pay a guy like Darius Slay to do that job, to get on the best guy possible. So
Yeah, bro, could I be your friend?
sure, I enjoy everybody to be my friend.
We can talk a lot.
But all right, hold on. I think. All right, Larry, I got some other people here, but I appreciate you calling in today. We'll be doing a lot more of these. All right, thanks, man. Eagle champ. Oh, he left. I'm just being nice, man. He was a young kid. He's a young kid. Not gonna curse at anybody or anything like that. Trust me, it will happen one day. Somebody will piss me off on here. Just give it time. Earl Thomas? Hell no. Hell no. I don't like Earl Thomas. Hold on, I have to get something real quick. Hold on. 1 second. We got. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full mock off season, bro. The off season videos haven't started. I've already been writing stuff down and already have information down already on off season. So trust me, you trust me. The off season is like my favorite time of the year for the channel. So it should be your favorite time as well. Yo, Hellrel. Hellrel. Are you muted? Are you not muted?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
What? Yeah, I hear you now, bro. What's up?
What's up, man? Nah, I just want to speak on the birds for a minute, man. My phone about to die, but I've been watching your live or whatever, man. But Hal Roseman got to go off the top.
I agree.
Hal Roseman got to go. Doug Peterson got to go. Jim Schwartz got to go. The whole front fucking office got to go. Like, I don't mean to cuss or whatever on your live, whatever, man.
Yeah,
but hey, we not running the ball. Like, why in the hell you got all these running backs and you not running the ball? Doug Peterson does dumb shit when he make it harder than what it have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the run is if the run is working, why in the fuck do you stop doing it? Like, we could have ran all on Dallas Sunday. Like,
yeah, and that made it harder for Carson Wentz too, because they barely ran the ball with having Carson Wentz.
Right. Like, I love both my quarterbacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Carson Wentz. I like Jalen Hurts. I just want to fucking win, bro.
Yeah.
I want to win. So, man, it is what it is. We're gonna see what happens in the off season.
Give a nice example. Even what happened in that Cowboys game, they put Jordan Howard in for these like little one play spurts. It just made no sense to me, you know. And he gets on the roster, and I'm like, and he's got another year on his contract, and I'm like, I can't wait to see Jordan Howard because we shouldn't have let him go last year. I really want to keep him after last year, but. We've had no bruiser back since Doug has come to power with play calling. We've had no bruiser. He put Elijah Holyfield on the active roster for one game, never got a snap in. It's been a mess.
Right. Yo, but Joey, I'm gonna check you out later, man. My phone's about to die. I just wanted to touch base with you, man. I hope something changes. Like,
yeah, I do too. Hellrel, thank you very much for calling in, bro. I do appreciate it, dude.
What's up, bro? Take it easy. Happy holidays.
Fly, fly, bro. Yeah, I mean the first move has got to be. The first move has got to be. It's got to be Howie Roseman going. I mean, at this point, it's gotta happen. Oh, Josh Sweat's gonna be great, Timothy. Can't wait. I'm not liking. I mean, Derek Barnett's not living up to his first round pick. I mean, he's just not. He's been injured way too much. I mean, I'm tired of talking about injuries. Like every player that, I swear, it's just getting to that point. I don't know who the better receiver is between Ja'Marr Chase and Devonta Smith. I'm not sure. What's going on, Matt? It says time to stuff Howie back in the closet. Yeah. I think that's going to be definite. Break man, number one priority. Fire Howie Roseman. Definitely. Definitely. I agree, bro. I agree. The stream is still open for anyone who wants to come in. Tyler says Josh West build for defensive end is great. Yeah, no, it is. The more reps he gets, the better he is, bro. I feel like he shouldn't even be in a rotation. You know what I mean? Skeptic Jr. and Joey, what kind of safeties do you want to draft or sign? Dude, I'm not even sure. I mean, people were talking about Earl Thomas coming to Philly, but I don't even know if he's really going to fit here. I'm not even sure if that's even be the case, you know? I really don't know. In this draft, I'm not really sure. To someone that's going to come in and start right away, I'm not sure. I think Rodney McLeod will get re-signed. I think that's what's going to happen. And then the other spot, obviously, I think they're going to... I know, Kevon Wallace is... Oh, God. Guy got an Eagles tattoo on his back, and... I don't know what he thinks is going to happen. But what's going on, Adam?
Hello?
Adam, what's up? You hear me? I think it's you.
Hello?
You hear me now?
What?
Yeah, something's up with your... Make sure you're not muted or something. Sometimes StreamYard does that. No. I'm not sure. All right, bro. All right, we got some issues. Noah the Beast says trade Carson Wentz to the Patriots for Sony Michel. Why the hell do we need Sony Michel? We don't need Sony Michel. Steelers Bully says, do you know Lord Brunson? As a YouTuber, I do. In person, no. I'm awake. RU says, Smith will open things up for our new entire defense. The Rager bomb will be in full display. I hope so. Be a nice compliment. One of those two receivers be a nice compliment to Rager. Declining Anstock says, what is Carson's worth in a trade? Dude, I don't even know. I really don't. I think the value of that trade is going to be to get most of his money off the books for the Eagles. I don't even care what we get for him. Obviously, we're going to want something for him because they're not just going to give away a starting quarterback in the league. Well, you know, that's how they'll put it, you know. Like, if you want Carson to be on your team and you think he can take it to the top, you're going to have to give up some picks for it. I believe Green 20 says, Joey, are you in the Eagles message boards? I have no idea what that is, bro. Timothy says, do we like Quez? Quez Watkins is the man. Yo, Adam.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? I hear you now. You're good. What's on
Man,
your mind, bro?
I'm just sick and tired of Howie Roseman.
Yeah.
Sick and tired. I mean, a lot of people like to toss blame around, but honestly, he's number one, and no one even comes close. And we're talking about a guy who starts talking about quarterback factories and all this stuff, and now look, we're the joke of the league. My, like I just don't even know.
No, I don't either. Like, they create a big mess with this whole thing. So now, like, I don't want to be in their shoes to make these decisions, but especially at the quarterback position. But before you blame Carson and Hurts and Doug and the offense and the defense and Wentz and I mean, whatever it is, I mean, it's the guy at the top you got to blame before anything happens. I mean, this guy's building both, the offense and the defense and putting these players in the right positions to win football games and. It's I mean, 2 Pro Bowlers and 50 picks. It's not looking great, and we recently have missed out on so many picks, so many players that we see successful right now, and it just really hurts. We could have won this division easy this year. I mean, we really could have won it by a landslide if we really got our stuff together, if decisions were made earlier. And I think what would have really helped if we actually had fans in the stadium, I think it would have made a huge difference having fans this year, showing the front office what we really feel about this team. And obviously it didn't happen, but there's a lot that's going into it.
I mean, Howie's just horrible. I mean, this guy's coming out. I mean, he's putting these reports. I mean, let's be honest. We know those reports are coming from him about Wentz wanting a trade or John Dorsey being in the building. Doug's on the hot seat. Howie's safe. I mean, Howie's just horrible for the franchise. I can't stand him.
Yeah. No, I can't. At this point, I don't even know the whole John Dorsey thing. When those reports came out, I said there's something up with that because he's hired as a consultant. What is he consulting? What is he doing? Like, it's setting something up for something to happen. Whether Howie's going to get out the building or he's going to stay in the building but just handle the cap space.
And another report that came out recently, no surprise, probably Howie again, was that apparently John Dorsey was in the building prior to the most recent draft. So now we want to start blaming these misses on John Dorsey. I mean, Howie's just such a mess. I mean, I don't know where to start with him.
Yeah, it's like who's got the final say in everything? Obviously, Doug doesn't now. We found out Doug doesn't have final say in anything now.
He made it very clear that he doesn't have, he doesn't even probably talk to Howie on anything.
No,
Like
he said he doesn't talk to anybody about any decisions.
I can be a part of the solution if I can get in there with Howie and make these decisions. Like my God, that's so clear. Like that's just Doug saying that me and Howie do not work together. Like that's Doug separating himself pretty much.
Yeah,
and good for Howie's horrible.
Yeah, because what used to make me mad so much is when like Doug won't name a starting quarterback, but before practice the next day he knew his answer because he had to go upstairs.
He needs Howie's thumbs up. I mean, Doug's a puppet. I mean, it's unfortunate. That's the Super Bowl coach. He's a puppet. I mean, he goes out there. He looks dumb at the press conferences. These mundane, responses, just a bunch of BS, and it's Howie. Howie's pulling the strings. And it's horrible how he hides out in his office. You don't hear from him. He's one of the most hidden GMs out there. He's hides in underground. He goes dark. You don't hear from him. Like, I don't think we'll hear from him. I don't know. I mean, is there like an obligation for a press conference after the season or draft only?
He's going to use his PR words and say that we're going to fix this next year and give all this baloney to us that everything's okay when it's really not. And obviously the beat writers are going to go. They're going to ask him like straight up questions, but he's not going to answer them regardless.
I know Jeff McLean he'll speak for the fans.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! He's hard. He will do it.
I don't know. People hate on Jeff McLean, but I mean, I see him. He's a voice for the fans because everyone else is kind of nobody's really willing to go at it with these guys. But these guys are throwing BS, and somebody like Jeff McLean is somebody who's willing to combat that.
Yeah, I mean, do you think Doug goes or he stays?
Man,
I think he stays. That's just me.
I think he'll stay just based off of what he recently said about how comfortable he was, like talking to Lurie and stuff. But I mean, My God. I mean, like the way he just answered that last question, it was the very last question of the press conference saying, if I could work more with Howie, I could make decisions on the player personnel, all this. Like, that sounds pretty, going their separate ways. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I think he stays. But personally, and listen, I hold Howie, there's Howie is way, 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 way more to blame more than anybody else, in my opinion. But we cannot let Doug return without an offensive coordinator, without another mind, because this was a mess. He looks like a clown. He looks clueless.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean missing draft picks and just drafting guys that you're just like, who's this guy? Or just missing out on all those receivers and drafting when it's a defensive line heavy draft. He drafts a tackle. I mean, it's just trying to be the smartest guy in the room.
That's what I was gonna say. Like Howie's always trying to outsmart everybody else. When everybody on the planet is saying Justin Jefferson is the pick at 21, he makes the most sense. That's the guy. Every draft analyst, every scout, everybody, Justin Jefferson. He's the guy.
Yeah, they literally showed him when our pick came up. When our pick was getting ready, they showed him on TV. They showed him on TV.
This guy's about to put the Eagles hat on. We just didn't trade up for CeeDee Lamb. I'm like, okay, Justin Jefferson, whatever. Like I felt better about CeeDee Lamb, but Justin Jefferson, nothing wrong with that. National championship, put up huge numbers. I mean, Justin Jefferson, great. And then Jalen Reagor. I mean, how he just keeps trying to be the smartest guy in the room, and it keeps backfiring.
Yeah, and they said they wanted a guy that could line up anywhere that's just got speed, and they really haven't been using Jalen Reagor. Do you think Jalen Reagor is a number one, or do you think they need to draft someone to complement him?
Absolutely not a number one. He just, you saw what he did. He ran right into that tackle at the end of the first half. That was damning. That was horrifying. My goodness. And I don't want to say that Quez Watkins looks any better, because I feel like Eagles fans love to rush to, judge.
Yeah.
Like, one good game, 2 good games, he's amazing. One good game, one bad game, 2 bad games, he's horrible. I mean, look what they did with Travis Fulgham. I mean, a lot of people like to say Doug's not playing Travis enough. I always thought the hype was overdone. Like, what are you going to do? If you throw his way 10, 15 times, he's going to catch 8, 9 balls, get 100 plus, whatever. I mean, the Travis Fulgham hype was way too much for me. And now that he's disappeared, I'm not surprised. Same thing with Greg Ward at the end of last year. We need a true receiver. We can't keep throwing these practice squads.
No, you're seeing guys like D-Hop and Devontae Adams, and just these guys are just so aggressive getting the football and just always open, and it's just like we don't have that here.
The body language on this team is just horrible. Even Zach Ertz, he was supposed to be a veteran presence. He was supposed to be Zach Ertz looks like he quit on this team. He doesn't want to be here anymore. He's sick of it. We know that he had a dust up with Howie in the locker room earlier in the year. I mean, Howie's number one. Howie is horrible. But I mean, just everything is just a mess. I mean, I don't think this is a retooling. I don't think this is a post Chip Kelly 1-2 years retooling. We need a new roster top to bottom. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do with Wentz or Hurts. I don't know.
There's bad contracts too, like Alshon Jeffrey, even Javon Hargrave. He had a good couple weeks, and then he disappeared again last game.
That was another one of those things. Like in the offseason, we were all hoping for, in free agency, we were all hoping for, I think, who was it we were hoping for? I think it was Robbie Anderson. A lot of Eagles fans were
Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah, and then another defensive tackle after we just gave Malik Jackson a huge contract the year before. Like when Javon Hargrave got signed, come on, that's now Fletcher Cox, Malik Jackson, Hassan Reddick, Javon Hargrave. I think Timmy Jernigan the year before. Like it was.
They're putting Band-Aids on the secondary. Like I know we signed Darius Slay, but he can't do it all by himself.
Listen, people like to give Howie credit for the Jalen Hurts pick. Why? Well, it was not the right pick at the time. Like people say, oh, at least Howie hit on that. Why did Howie hit on that? Like, why was that a good pick at the time? It just so happens that Jalen Hurts is playing well now because Wentz has been horrible. Who expected Wentz to be horrible back in April during the draft?
That's what I'm saying. Like Jalen Hurts has played well, but the problem is it's like I still don't agree with that pick till this day. Like I still don't agree with it.
It was a dumb pick, plain and simple. Antoine Winfield was there. I think Christian Fulton was there. I'm not even sure. Like look at our cornerbacks now. This is insane because oh my goodness.
And this is what you got to deal with. At the end of the year, you have injuries. You have to rely on Michael Jaquette. And then they waited till the Cowboys scored 3 times before they pulled him out of the game. Like,
Poor Michael Jaquette. I actually feel bad for him. I'm not
I
gonna
did.
saying he's horrible. Like I saw him get dropped by I think like Gallup or something. It was or was it Amari Cooper? They
The
put
guy
up,
fell. The guy fell
they
twice.
put up the graphic of him, the same kind that they had with like Byron Maxwell against the Falcons a few years ago. It was like
182 yards. 182 yards on what? 8? I think 8 receptions.
second worst in the league or something for the season.
It's crazy.
And it's not his fault. It's
No.
not Brett's fault. He just shouldn't be there. It's not his fault. He has to go out there and be a cornerback too. That's Howie's fault. He's constructing a horrible roster.
Yeah. No, that's
We lose Malcolm Jenkins, our best leader since Dawkins, and then you want to replace him with Jalen Mills? I mean, like, how do you get rid of one of the best leaders? Not even on our team, one of the best leaders in the NFL. Like
because at 32 years old, they're not going to pay him 14 plus a year. That's why they're not going to keep him. That's why they didn't keep him, unfortunately. And that money's, I mean, I think he should get paid whenever he wants. That's just me. But our situation with the cap is just bad, and it has been bad. So they couldn't do that. But Darius Slay, obviously, they made him the top 5 highest paid corner in the league.
Mistakes all around. Like Javon Hargrave gets too much. Malik Jackson gets too much. Deshaun gets too much. Alshon gets too much. Why is Jordan Howard on this team? Like all this stuff, man.
Jordan Howard gets put on practice squad. He has.
If Zach Ertz is getting outperformed by Richard Rodgers, why is Zach Ertz on? Like, that's it. That's it. Like, I think Zach Ertz needs to go at this point. The body language is horrible. He's fighting over a new contract. Absolutely doesn't deserve it. Last year, I was arguing that Zach Ertz was top 3. Now I don't think he's top 10. You know?
Yeah. I think Jalen Hurts made him look good as well because, with his legs were just another weapon as well. So, I mean, he gets extend plays and make these other guys look really good, on scrambling and stuff and hitting these guys. But Richard Rodgers had I thought whenever he was in, he did
I'm looking at
fantastic.
Richard Rodgers, I'm like, he's being way more productive than Zach Ertz, the guy who's fighting with the GM in the locker room over a new contract. Not to defend Howie. I despise Howie, but, like, I think, honestly, if Jacksonville's going to end up with Trevor Lawrence. I don't even know if they have a good tight end. I don't know who their tight end is or whatever. I think it's Eifert, but
What pick does Miami have?
Miami has number 3 because of Houston.
They're definitely going to get a wide receiver. I got a feeling they're going to get a wide receiver this year.
I mean, I think if Sewell is there, because they just got rid of what's his name? They traded him to Houston for 2 first rounders.
Oh,
Laramie Tunsil. They just got rid of Tunsil. There you go. You get this is just explains how horrible Bill O'Brien is. They give away Tunsil, pretty good left tackle. I mean, not generational, whatever. They're pretty good. They get back 2 first-round picks for Tunsil. One of them is a 3rd overall pick, and now they're going to go get Penei Sewell, likely, who is way better than Tunsil. And they still get another first-round pick from Houston because of that, and the 2nd-round pick.
God, that's why Bill O'Brien ain't with the fucking Houston Texans anymore. That's definite.
And then Hopkins, just another thing, but we won't even get into that.
Yeah, I know. That's a trade I really want to happen. But, you always look at these guys that are going to get traded, and you're like, oh, he's going to cost too much. Then you look at the trade, you're like, are you kidding me right now? Because the last time Howie Roseman had a good trade was Jay Ajayi. I think that was the last trade that was actually pretty good. I think it was a steal.
That idiot Howie ruined it again. Why? Because Jay Ajayi was done. We knew he had the chronic knee issues. That's it. The trade was good. He gave a Super Bowl. Great. They brought him back. They brought him back for what?
Yeah, they brought back everybody. They pretty much brought back everyone.
Loyalty to old injured guys. Like, what's the loyalty for? Like,
as soon as free agency hit this past year, and they were like, Jalen Mills got re-signed. I'm like, here we go. Rodney McLeod got signed. Here we go. Going back to our old ways. Can't go out and get anybody else because they don't want to spend a good dime.
And now people are talking about, if Deshaun Jackson's willing to restructure, come back cheaper. Well, no, like enough. Enough. How many times do we have to go through this before you just cut ties?
I was happy for him to come back and get that touchdown. Then after the post game came and Doug said that he was developing soreness through the game, and they had to sit him. The guy's been out 7-8 weeks, and he developed soreness through the game. I'm like, this guy.
It's honestly a joke. Everything. This team is a joke. Now that they're saying Jeffrey Lurie sees Howie Roseman as his son. Like, this is insane. This is no team in the league is as much of a mess as we are. Houston was a close second. Bill O'Brien's gone. They'll find their way back to the top. As long as Howie Roseman runs this team, has the final say, we're screwed. And I'm not saying I want John Dorsey making decisions either. He's not at his 2 prior positions for a reason, but at least give him final say over draft picks.
Or at least he's aggressive when he tries to. He'll trade for guys. Like, he's not afraid to trade. Howie won't trade nothing higher than a 4th round pick.
Yeah. John
he
Dorsey
wants these
signed the Odell trade, I believe.
Yeah.
John Dorsey he traded up for Mahomes.
The defensive end from the Giants too. Olivia Vernon. Yeah. That was a good one. You know, the draft hasn't been great. He hasn't really drafted anyone.
John Dorsey's track record? I think Nick Chubb's on there. Kareem Hunt with the Chiefs is on there. Mahomes is on there.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about Baker at this point, but Baker's on there. You can say what you want to say about him, but
so we're the new Browns.
Without John Dorsey.
Without John Dorsey. You've nailed it on the head, bro. I think we think exactly alike in a lot of different ways. So it's gonna be really interesting.
Howie is the worst. I think there's some guy on Twitter pushing around a fire Howie Roseman petition.
I doubt it.
I want to get that out there. I want to get that on ESPN. I want to get everybody just talking about.
If it happens, it's got to happen soon. If something's going to happen, a report's got to come out that he's not getting fired because stuff.
Believe me, I absolutely am convinced Howie's untouchable. At this point, untouchable. This Jeffrey Lurie, he's him as a son BS. Like it's sickening, but it is what it is. That's what we're dealing with. I don't think Howie Roseman's going anywhere.
Or they could keep, or maybe they'll keep him just to be in the closet and just work with the cap. And if the Eagles want to sign somebody, he needs to make room for it. And that's going to be his job.
That's it. Like that's what he is. He's a math nerd. Let him do the contracts and keep him in the back. Kick him back to the old office. Like he can't make football decisions. He does not have that. That's not in his past. Like look at John Dorsey. Look at John Lynch in San Francisco. Former players, former coaches. Like these are guys with football minds. Like who is Howie Roseman? He's a nerd. He's a math guy.
Yeah, that could be another possibility that might happen. But I'm still worried about it. I'm still worried about him still being here.
I mean, like
because I want them to have I'm not into losing, but like if we do, I think we'll lose this game regardless this Sunday. But I'm saying this, like you have a top 5 pick in this draft. We can have the 3rd overall pick if some other teams do lose. Yeah. We have the 3rd overall pick, or at least the top 5 pick. I think it's impossible to screw this up.
How he finds ways, how he will find a way.
Because I'm telling you, they pick some other guy that he goes like a whole other position, or I don't know.
And you said it earlier in the stream. Somebody asked you, like, would you be willing to trade back? And you said, absolutely not. I'm with you. Absolutely not. The further back we go, the higher chances are that Howie screws this up. Like, let's just keep it up there. Let's keep ourselves up there, and let's make a selection up there. I'm not giving Howie any credit for anything he's ever done. But the past 2 times he was in the top 5, I think it was Carson Wentz and Lane Johnson. So, I mean, and then I think Fletcher Cox was in the top 10. So if you just,
it's like 2 Pro Bowlers and 50 picks.
That's horrible.
It's crazy.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside is sickening.
Oh,
like
not even playing.
Like people like to say JJ Arcega-Whiteside got drafted before Metcalf. Okay, that's horrifying. Yes, but Metcalf got passed on by everybody. That's But who saw JJ Arcega-Whiteside going in the 2nd round anyway? I didn't even know who that was going into the draft.
I had no idea.
No clue. Like how he's trying to be the smartest guy in the room. Terry McLaurin was on the board. Why are you going for a Stanford receiver playing in the horrible Pac-12? Look at this Big Ten receiver right here. Terry McLaurin putting up crazy numbers. It's just.
I know. It's bad. It's really bad. Something's gotta happen. I don't even know at this point what to do anymore. Like we can't afford another bad draft. We can't.
The only thing this team can do is pick up offensive linemen. That's why I'm saying a lot of people are talking about us taking Sewell if we get number 3. Why? Why would we do that? Like offensive line is the biggest strength on this team.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good going into next year with this offensive line.
I think we're top 10 at offensive line next year. Not right now, obviously, but we're talking about Lane Johnson coming back. Brandon Brooks coming back. Jason Kelsey, I don't know if he's going to retire or not, but regardless, we have Sayamalu there. Jack Driscoll looks pretty good. Nate Herbig looks pretty good. I don't know about Zillard, but he's there. Mailata looks pretty good. Like, not only do we have a solid starting five at the very least, we have good depth as well.
Oh yeah.
It would be idiotic for us to take Sewell. Like, and I don't think honestly I don't know if the cornerback Alabama, what's his name? The cornerback from Alabama?
Surtain or whatever his name is.
Surtain, yeah. I don't know if he's worthy of a top 5 if that's where we are. I think it has to be Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase at this point. But no, Jalen Reagor is not a number 1. And he doesn't have it in him, I think. Like, he just, like, look at this guy's attitude, Jalen Reagor. Like, not only is he not producing at all on the field, he's walking into tackles, but look at him on Twitter. Look at his body language, his attitude in general. I don't know if you saw, like, there was a recording on Twitter, somebody breaking down Jalen Reagor tape, and he just gives up at the end of the route. Everybody else is just hustling, doing their job. Jalen Reagor, he looks, the quarterback's not looking his way, he just stops running.
Do you think that's so? If they drafted a Devonta Smith or Jamar Chase, do you think it would complement Jalen Reagor on the other side, or make him better as a number 2?
I mean, it can't make him worse at this point, right? They'll take the number 1 corner off of him. They'll take the eyes off of Jalen Reagor, who apparently doesn't seem to be able to take the Philly heat. If you look at his Twitter, he's always liking tweets about angry Eagles fans talking about, oh, we should have took Justin Jefferson. He's posting the emojis telling everybody to be quiet or wait for me or whatever. We're still waiting. Mm-hmm. We're still waiting. Like, you can like those tweets in 5 years from now, and we're probably going to feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, we have to, like, even if it's complimenting Jalen Reagor, making him a number 2 on the other side or putting him into the slot, whatever. I hope we can salvage something. You know, I hope he can be a good wide receiver 2 or a good slot receiver, but we can't pass on Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. I mean, there's no way Jalen Reagor is a wide receiver 1.
You know, and the problem is, too, why are we signing all these, like, marquee names that are out of their prime, like guys like Nickel Roby-Coleman or guys like Marquise Goodwin, like, that took out, you know, that opted out for the year? Like, why
Roby-Coleman has the nerve to make his Twitter at Slot God. He's horrible.
Oof. Bad.
Listen, I know Slay had a couple bad games. People want to beat up on him, but listen, he's been pretty good this year. You know, who's guarding Devontae Adams anyway? Who's guarding DK Metcalf? But
yeah,
I think
we can't.
I believe we have a cornerback 1. I would like to believe.
Yeah, I think we do. I think it was one of Slay's worst years, but like worse by what? 2, like you said, like 2 games, and plus he was hurt and he was banged up this year too.
Man. I mean,
of course he's here and he's banged up all year.
I mean, this guy's not a quitter like some of the other people on our team. I mean, I've seen Slay go out of the game, walk into the locker room. I think it looks like a season-ending injury, and he walks back out and starts locking dudes up again. Like, Slay is great for Philly. I love Slay. I thought that was a good pickup, but again, not giving Howie any credit. Everyone knows Slay's a good cornerback. If you can get him for that price, swing the deal. That's what Howie did.
What about Micah Parsons?
I didn't like what he said on Twitter a few weeks ago. He said, "I hope Dallas drafts me." Like, you know, stay in your lane. Like, you know, the NFL season's still going on. I'm pretty sure Penn State was still playing at the time. Like, he opted out. Like, you know, just worry about what you have to do. Don't say I hope this team drafts me, that team drafts me. Like, looks like Dallas is going to the playoffs, right? So I mean, you know,
yeah,
that dream for him is over. Any player that talks about I hope, you know, whatever team drafts me is just it's an
I can't stand it. They should just shut their mouths and work. They're not even at the combine yet. You know what I mean? They think
you never know what's going to happen. That's way too early. I didn't like that, but I mean, I wouldn't take him top 5-ish. I really want a receiver. If we're picking top 6, top 7, we have to go receiver. If we trade back, I consider Surtain or the other cornerback. I don't even know. I think it was Fairley. I consider them. I consider Parsons, but he's probably not there. I just wonder how many quarterbacks go in the top 10.
I'm saying, like, if we lose Sunday, which there's a definite chance it might happen.
I hope.
I think
I'm not rooting for the loss. I'm absolutely rooting for the loss.
3 other teams have to lose for us to get the 3rd overall.
Yeah, Cincinnati. Cincinnati has to win. Excuse me.
The Vikings. I think Vikings have to win against Detroit. I think they face Detroit.
Wait, no, I mean Detroit's behind us anyway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
We need
forgot who
Cincinnati
else.
to win. We need Atlanta to win, and we need Houston to win.
I think Atlanta. I think.
Atlanta, Cincinnati, Houston. We jumped in front of Carolina after they beat Washington, so that's good. But like bottom line, even if none of the teams ahead of us win, we just need to do our jobs and lose. Let's at the very least let's stick to 6. You know, like let's not jump back to 10. At 10, Howie's probably drafting a bus. Honestly,
Yeah, because I think the Cowboys, just by them winning against us, they went from 9 to 19 just from one win.
are they in first right now, or is Washington? I mean, I just stopped looking. I gave up.
Washington right now.
Okay.
So I mean, regardless, Washington beats us regardless. They're in. So
It looks like the wild cards are going to be Tampa Bay, the Rams, and the Bears. I think the Rams and the Bears can both get beat by Dallas, but it looks like it'll be Tampa Bay versus Dallas if Dallas makes it. So
yeah, I don't know if they're begging us that they're going to be Eagles fans this Sunday. So that's what they're praying. They're praying for.
I really hope.
I'm not just saying they're going to lose because I want them to lose. I'm saying it because I think we don't have Jordan Mailata at left tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, we already don't even now. You don't even have a left tackle now. Like Jalen Hurts can be running for his life all game. I mean, and obviously, I think Washington's just going to be more hungry for it. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at Chase Young's clips earlier, hyping up that practice squad QB, like that guy likes to play. I wish we had players like that on our team. Players like Chase Young,
Yeah.
who love to win, hype up everybody. And we have selfish players, washed up players. It's a joke. I mean, if we're talking about just the guys that I love on this team, very few, but just ballers, good guys. They want to win. I mean, I think a short list is probably like what Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Brendan Graham, Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay. I don't know. Short list.
Yeah. So and just see, we'll just see what happens. I mean, I don't think they're winning this game, but we'll see though.
So. I really hope not.
But when I saw they flexed this game to Sunday night, I was like,
that's just a joke. That just makes our horrible season last 7 hours longer. Like, put us out of our misery. Like,
yeah, it's pretty bad. But all right, Adam, I have some other calls in here, but I appreciate it, man. Really do appreciate the call a lot.
All right, thank you, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, no problem, Adam. See you later, bro. Okay. Well, I can't disagree. I pretty much didn't disagree with anything he really. Don't really disagree on anything he said, to be honest. Skeptic Jr. But Joey, do you like Slay? Oh, I love Slay, bro. I have no problem with Slay. We got a super chat from Young Money 07 I missed earlier. Says Micah Parsons needs to be the player we pick. It should be a no-brainer. We need a potential superstar at linebacker on our defense. Yeah. Like I said, got to see what we do at free agency, see what our cap situation looks like, see if they trade for anybody. It just depends. Do I think they're going to go linebacker in the first round? I don't think so because they haven't drafted a linebacker in the first rounds. I mean, they haven't had a superstar linebacker. Look, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time, and they've been ignoring it constantly. And I just don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I really don't. So, appreciate the super chat, dude. Much appreciated. There's 105 people in here. Appreciate everybody being here on a random stream tonight. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We'll be going over a lot more things tonight for a little bit more time that we do have. If you guys have not, hit the like button. Hit the like button. It does support the channel, and it goes a long way. So I appreciate it. Go down the description below for merchandise and memberships to the Shake Squad Army. I can't even say it. Shake Squad Army. So appreciate it for everybody. Please. All right. Matt always supporting, bro. Always supporting. Yeah, Brian, we're over 70 million. It's bad. It's really bad. I don't know, bro. I look. Crane says, "Would you want Jamar, Mika, or Sir?" Honestly, dude, I'd go after receiver or corner in the first round. I wouldn't really be mad at it whatsoever. So, I still got a lot. We're still. If you guys want to come in and talk for a little bit, obviously you're on a time limit. I mean, no one else really joined when I was with this other guy. So, and he was kind of laying it down, and I was kind of impressed because he kind of was thinking the same way I was thinking. So I really wasn't upset at anything he said. Howie Roseman is like it's pretty much the top thing that needs to happen. It's the top thing that really needs to happen, like instantly needs to happen. So, let's see here. Hyper Knight, what's up, bro?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
what's up?
What's on your mind?
Well, I've just been thinking about the cap lately, like, with the Eagles. Like, I don't understand how we can be that bad over cap.
That's how it is, man. It's been bad for a while. I mean, now it's over 70 million now. I mean, I really like to see how they're going to get out of this hole. Obviously, they need cap space for the draft, and I mean, they'll get out of it, but obviously a lot of players are going to be gone, so.
Yeah, sorry if my mic or anything sounds bad. I'm on a
No, you're
Mac,
good.
so it's,
You're good.
Yeah, like, I literally just, like, I was talking to my friend. He was like, bro, Darius Slay is so bad. I'm like, bro, Slay had a few bad games. Like, he's not going to be able to guard somebody that's bigger than him sometimes, and people that are, like, taller than him and, like, better,
Yeah, no, I don't put anything on Slay. There's a couple bad games. Obviously, he can't do everything by himself. I mean, this whole defense has been a mess. A lot of bad contracts, and Slay can only covers the best receiver. He had some bad games. He was banged up this year, so I really can't go on about Darius Slay and what he's been doing. I mean, I think it's one of our best signings we've had, and we're lucky he's here. I'm glad he's here because I think they could build around him pretty nicely if they put some good, actually skilled corners around him that aren't undersized and can't,
Yeah, that's our big issue. I feel like we get so many undersized corners. It's like, come on, man. Like, Slay is like, I wouldn't say Slay's like big. I think he's like 6'1", maybe 6 foot. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but still, he's big. He's, well, not big, but like, you know what I mean. He's still not like small. Like,
Yeah, he's got good instinct. He's just got good instinct, and he's been doing it for so long. And he's got short-term memory loss. He has a bad play, comes back, he makes another one. So
yeah,
And
like, I like him because like when he went up against Metcalf, like he got turned down bad against Metcalf. But like what I was saying to my dad, I was like, Metcalf is like, I think, what is Metcalf, 6'4", right?
yeah,
He's
235 pounds. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then I think he could have did a little bit of a better job. I know it sounds like an understatement, but I think he could have did a little bit of a better job against Adams. I know it sounds like rude, but like I honestly think that he could have done a little bit better. Like I know it sounds rude, but like literally, I think he could have like at least got up in there a little bit more.
Yeah, it was a bad game. I mean, it's just sometimes he has his good days, sometimes he has his bad days as well. So
yeah, like he did really good in that. Sorry if I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna say like he did pretty good in the Dallas game. Like I'm not gonna call it bad. I'm not gonna call it good because again we lost. He got the interception. He still did pretty good guarding. Like Jaquette, oh god, not again.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't even blame Jaquette. I can't really even, like, as a player, like, he got forced into it. So what am I supposed to do, be mad at Jaquette because he got burnt? I mean, if I was Andy Dalton, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be throwing his way, whatever receiver was on him. It doesn't
It'd be like
matter.
Madden.
Yeah. I mean, he fell. I mean, it was embarrassing. I felt so bad. I mean, he looked so, like, depressed on the sideline. I felt so bad because he gave up, like, 182 yards and, like, 7-8 receptions. I mean, it's... thrown his way. It's, I felt really bad. But, I mean, they put Rudy Ford, and he's a safety. They put him at corner. But they waited 3
But Rudy
times the Cowboys scored. They waited 3 times the Cowboys scored before they even sat Jaquette down, which really just
made me
angry.
I feel like the people like Rudy Ford who shouldn't be on the team. That's the thing that messes up the cap. I feel like because I think he has he's not on the practice squad, but I'm pretty sure he's regular roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he shouldn't be on there for 2 reasons. He never comes out and he's always injured. It's the same thing with Dillard too. When you want
Dillard's, but yeah, he can't. His body just can't hold up in the NFL. Period. He gets hurt at practice or at training camp, and he gets hurt twice, and then he can't do anything anymore. So I don't know. I mean, we changed the medical staff three years in a row. I mean, probably next year's gonna be our 4th. So I don't know what the case is because with Chip Kelly, we never even worried about injuries, barely.
But he still sucked.
Yeah. So we got something good out of it, but obviously just not a good situation.
Didn't Chip Kelly, I forget, didn't Chip Kelly say something about Howie Roseman sucking, if I'm correct?
I don't remember. I don't know. I would have to go back and look. I honestly don't even remember.
Yeah, I have a whole, whatchamacallit. I think it was one night, I was up till 2 o'clock. I was writing a bunch of things. I was doing a bunch of stuff. For the Eagles, I was going through different simulations of what could happen. And it was so funny because each time I was looking at it, it took me probably a few hours, but it was so crazy because at the end, I looked at it and I looked about how much cap room we have left, and that's when I found out that we had barely any. I was like, wow, because I didn't pay too much attention. I knew that we were bad in cap, but I didn't expect us to be that bad. I thought we were a little bit
So what do you think about who's got to go this offseason? As front
Ertz.
office or
front office? Yeah, definitely Howie Roseman, but because of how Lurie is, I don't see it coming anytime soon.
And you want to trade Hurts?
Huh?
You want to trade Ertz or Hurts?
Ertz. I think we should.
Okay. It's what?
No, I think we should trade Ertz. I'm he's trying to get a new contract. The dude has fell off. He's not the one that we saw last year, which was, the only person that would be able to catch a ball last year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And I know it sounds that, I've literally asked my friend, he's oh, Ertz didn't do that much last year. I'm Ertz was pretty much the center of the team. Our centers are the center of the team. I put this because Richard Rodgers is on the last year of his, contract, something like that, because he got signed from the practice squad, something like that, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I said we just re-sign Richard Rodgers, trade Ertz, and then we just use Richard Rodgers and Goddard. And when Ertz was injured, it was perfect. It was perfect, I have Ertz jerseys, right? But I don't care. I'll keep them, but
Yeah, I mean, he's been the Eagles' whole so far his whole career, and he's done good things here. And he's always, unfortunately this year, the rumors about him and Howie having a little bit of a discussion about his contract. They tried re-signing him twice, and it wasn't enough money. But if you think you're getting, Austin Hooper money, it's not going to happen. Even Travis Kelce money, he's not going to get. It's not going to happen here.
See, the difference with Travis Kelce just catches every ball his way,
and he gets yak yards on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when Hurts was throwing him the ball, it made him look good. It made him look good because Hurts was using his legs and it extended plays, and he got open, and it worked out.
I don't know if you saw it, but he literally dropped the easiest pass. I don't know if you saw that.
What, last game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. Again, I think that Goddard, how old is Goddard, honestly? I don't remember, unfortunately.
25?
Okay, yeah, he's still young. We got
that.
Goddard's still young. We got time with him. I don't know how old Richard Rodgers is, but I know it's not in his 28 or something. I think, I don't know.
He's 27. He's probably between 27 to 28, I think.
Yeah, but still, he's not young, but still at the same time we could still use him.
Yeah.
And Ertz is 30, and he's starting to get to that point where he's getting a lot older, and injuries are starting to catch up.
And we're not in any regard to be. You're not paying everybody was telling me we could pay 2 tight ends. I'm if they end up paying 2 tight ends,
Like, if we're
telling
gonna
you.
pay 2 tight ends, it's gonna be Goddard and Rodgers is gonna have a small contract, and Goddard will have the big contract.
Yeah. So Hyper Knight, anything else you want to talk about? Because I got some calls here, but I don't mean to cut you off or anything. But
No, you're fine. But I want to talk about the Hurts Wentz situation.
yeah, go ahead.
I feel like Hurts is like bringing more this season, but like I haven't really said anything to my dad about it because he loves Hurts and all that. Like I like him and all, but I really feel like Wentz will start next year. Like I think that Wentz is just gonna start due to a bad season and knowing how they like Wentz. If he does good in training camp and we start him next season, first game, he does pretty good. He doesn't like do anything like bad. I think we'll be pretty fine, honestly.
Yeah, no, I think if you really look at the whole season as a whole this year, obviously with the off season that has been pretty bad. Not just having an off season with no grass. I know it's not an excuse, but this team was not prepared going into this year. And even I made a video after the first game about Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, and people did not like it. I mean, I know it was pretty early to kind of call this team the way it is, but I'm very truthful about what happens. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm not making videos. I'm not on here trying to please everybody. Like I just do the eye test. In the eye test, I don't go over stats, and I'm not a statistical guy. I pretty much just see with my eyes and
like I
pretty much that's it.
I look at stats, but like I still look at like highlights too, because you can't always judge everything off stats. Like somebody could have like Kamara, he just had that big game. Oh, okay, yeah, now he's the best running back. Stats sometimes don't matter. When you watch him rush for 6 touchdowns, they were 1-yard touchdowns. One was a 40-yard, one was like a 20, and that was it.
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna have a big off season this season, and we'll see what happens. But I want to see if Wentz and Hurts actually coexist in the same room next year, if that's even going to be possible. But
it's just going to be a big fight. No, I want the starting job.
Yeah, I don't know. I really hope it doesn't come down to these guys just hating each other on the roster, because if that's the case, they gotta get rid of one of these guys.
Regardless. Yeah, like again, Wentz has the experience. Hurts doesn't have the experience. Hurts is good right now, and I feel like Hurts kind of fits in. I don't know why I feel like it, but like I feel like Wentz, like I don't know what it is, but I feel like Wentz doesn't do a lot of rollouts. Like when he rolls out, I feel like it's kind of like slow. Like, and when you watch Hurts, he's like kind of running around.
He's got no mobility. Like I don't even know if I want to keep a guy like that next year. That's got like no mobility. The guy can't even run anymore. So there's speculation that the speculation is the coaches told him to bulk up a little bit so he doesn't get injured, and the guy can't even move like he used to. Even last year, he moved great last year. I don't know what happened between last year to this year, but the guy can't even run at all anymore.
And a lot of bad things happened. Like I'm pretty sure he had a back injury. Like I really don't remember a lot of it. I'm sorry. But I think he had a back injury. I know he had an ACL, and maybe over the season, maybe he was like practicing, and then he might have like hurt his his foot or something. Maybe like some part that helps him run fast or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
like that's the tough part. Yeah. Like I said, like right now in this, like I've said this to somebody. I said, right now in this new era, it's speed. Like when you watch Mahomes. People like Taysom, like once, like I don't think Taysom Hill will take over Breeze's job, but let's just say he starts for a season. He has the mobility to start because knowing how it is, like Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert's even pretty fast when you watch him. I'm not gonna lie. Well, he's not fast.
Herbert's got a bright future. He's got a bright future. Even Tua's got a bright future too.
I know.
Miami.
No, not for Tua. I can't give Tua something. Like I know it sounds rude, but like Tua, you can't be getting benched for how old is Fitzmagic? 38. I think
he's old.
You can't be getting benched for that, and you're playing a bad game. Yeah, that can't happen. Like I like Ryan Fitzpatrick and all, but he's old, and if you're gonna get replaced by him, come on, man.
I know. Give it time. It's his first year, so give it time. He might change something. You never know. Yeah. Fitzmagic ain't gonna be around forever. He might just go to another team. So at this point.
Yeah, but I think Tua will be fine. Like my uncle's a Dolphins fan. I've talked to him about it. He said, yeah, Tua's like getting benched, and he shouldn't have been like that. Dolphins game shouldn't have even been close to him getting benched. He shouldn't have not even been close. Like I mean, did I say Dolphins game? I'm sorry. the Raiders game, he shouldn't have got benched. Like, he got really bad. Like, when he gets benched, he comes back the next week and he doesn't really do too much. Like, his first game, you don't blame him. But then when you go to second game, yeah, that was a good game. The next game, he got benched. You're like, okay, that was like the same stats of his first game. That it doesn't, you don't want that. And it's like too much of a drag on, like Justin Herbert, he's consecutive. Like, he might have a bad game. Like, this season, he had that bad game against, the evil Empire Patriots.
Yeah.
But come on, Belichick against rookie quarterbacks, it's funny.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm excited about our situation. See what happens. I'm hoping for a lot of change. I'm hoping they change the GM, and I hope we.
What do you think about the coach, though? Mostly
about Hurts in general.
No, I said coach.
I think Pearson's staying. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he'll be here, but he's got to give up play calling. I just don't trust him doing plays anymore. I don't mind. I know he's a great head coach. I know the players want to play for him, so I have no problem with that. But I think Doug kind of indicated he's probably going to be here still, and it probably will happen. So I'm just getting ready for it.
Yeah, but literally, like, play calling's terrible.
It is.
And mostly it was Frank Reich that won us that Super Bowl. Frank Reich was the offensive coordinator, right? Because again, I only started watching football 2 years ago, so I'm like kind of like a newbie, if I put it that way.
Yeah, he was OC, and D. Filippo, the quarterback coach, as well, helped out with doing this offense as well. So
yeah, you know what still makes me mad? The Justin Jefferson we didn't get.
Yeah, but who knows if he would have worked out here at this point? He might have been on practice squad for all we know. The way they treat these players, so.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't put it past them.
But if anything, like, I would have been fine getting Brandon Ayuk because, again, Brandon Ayuk isn't anything like, great, but like still, Ayuk was like, I don't remember, but like I know he was something near first round at least. Like, like Rager, they said Rager was supposed to go. I was actually reading something saying that Rager was supposed to go something like third or second. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he shouldn't have even been picked that high. Like, he just stops his routes sometimes, and like he doesn't even have speed. If we're going to get somebody fast, you got to get somebody faster than that because he has no speed in my mind. He's slow. Well, I wouldn't say slow, but, like, you know what I mean.
I don't know. Like, elusive, like when he got tackled at the end of the half of the Cowboy game, like he's got 5 blockers in front of him and he kind of just gets tackled by the first guy. I was kind of, like, really surprised over that. So, in the top of his routes, he gets real sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the case is. He's been hurt 3 times already, so it's just...
I don't care about hand injuries. Like, if anything with hands, like, it better be because, like, the ball hits you really hard. Like, if anything, like, I don't want to hear anything like, oh, I fell on it, it's broke. How do you, whatever. Like, if anything, I want to hear something like, I got hit in the hand with the ball trying to catch it.
Yeah, I guess Wentz threw a pass to him middle of the field, and he ran, I forgot what game it was. I remember he ran, like, it was a suicide pass. Like, he threw that pass to him right when he was getting the ball, and he got hit right in someone's body just hit him right in the hand or a helmet or something. So obviously that's gonna do something. So
like I wish we had players with toughness like Ronnie Lott. I know this is gonna sound really messed up. Ronnie Lott's finger got getting dislocated, broke. So just like Dak's ankle, pretty much.
Yeah.
He got caught in the face mask of a player. They said he needs surgery right now. He can't play the next game. He played the next game and half of it's off. And he had toughness like that. Like, people, I don't think you ever heard of Jack Youngblood. The dude played with a fractured leg.
Yeah.
And it didn't even matter after everything was done. He was like, all right, I'm good.
All right, Hyper Knight. I got to get to other calls, bro. Let me cut you off.
All right, see you guys.
All right, man. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
I saw you, Nick. I saw you. Yo, you're muted. Press the microphone thing. You're muted.
My bad. Sorry about that. I have my headphones.
You're good.
You good now?
No, you're good, bro. Yeah, you're good.
Bro, that was driving me nuts after a while. I'm sorry.
People just go on and on, bro. I could talk about this team for hours, dude. Trust me.
No, so can I, but it was just, no offense, some of the stuff that was said. I'm like, what?
So how you feeling, bro?
If you fall on your hand, you're gonna get injured more than getting hit with a ball.
I've heard. I broke my hand. I broke my hand in high school playing football. I just made a block and I broke my hand.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It can happen with anything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what's going on, Joey? How you been, brother?
No, man. I'm just chilling, just ready to. I don't know. Ready to take the loss this week. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's probably better off we lose this week, but.
I know. I was gonna ask you. Like, that was my main thing. Like, how do you I mean, how do you feel about that? Because like I'm just the type of person that I always want my team to win, man. You know, but at the same time, I do understand our situations. Like we're not gonna go nowhere if we win this game. But at the same time, it's like we already got beat by Washington this year. Wait,
Yeah.
we beat Washington? Did we beat them or did they beat us?
No, hell no. That was the first game of the season. We were up 17-0, and then we got. That was it.
Right. So it's like, I know it's in our division and shit, so it's kind of like a rivalry type, obviously a big rivalry, but it's just like, this draft is really gonna like determine our future, man. I feel like this upcoming draft.
Not even that, but this offseason is going to be the most important offseason the Eagles ever had. Like, this is going to be like very important this year.
Bro, it's gonna be so dramatic.
It is.
Like
There's going to be a lot of drama around it.
I don't know what to expect, man. Honestly, I mean, who are you leaning more towards? Like, God forbid there is a, let's say Wentz and Hurts go at it. We keep Wentz. Who are you really rooting for, man? Like, I'm kind of torn.
I'm torn too a little bit because, like, is it really a one bad year for Carson Wentz? He's got no mobility. His mechanics were horrible this year. I mean, getting paid over $100 million, you're that type of guy that's supposed to block out the outside noise. You're supposed to take everything as a challenge. Like, you get mad about them picking a quarterback in the second round, which I agree with. But Doug didn't do the right thing by him either because they're barely running the football. They're not taking pressure off Wentz, and Wentz is already putting himself in the hole as it is during the season already. Should have got benched by week 4 or 5 of the season. And Hurts came in, did well, and obviously the play calling was suspect because finally the Cowboys had a blueprint on Jalen Hurts the past few weeks.
Right.
They figured out this offense, and it looked bad. The plays were bad. It just everything was covered. It just from just looking at this, we need a new play caller. We need another receiver in the building. We need a number one guy that's going to electrify the NFL. And
I think
a lot of decisions.
I think we need Ja'Marr Chase, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need something like that. Like this whole. I mean, it's not that I don't like Rager. It's just I feel like his skills aren't used to their full potential. Doug Peterson's kind of had a problem doing that with everyone this season, especially this season.
Right.
But like, it's crazy. I remember watching Jefferson and Chase last year? That both LSU and all that, and I was like, oh my god, dude, these two are electric together. You know what I mean? So I think I would still be down to grab a wide receiver in the first round just because of it's like they were almost afraid to use our receivers that they drafted this year. And it's like you kind of think they should know Alshon was already beat up. Deshaun's getting way older. He can't even stay in the field. He makes one great, amazing play, and then it's like you don't hear another word about him. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with you, man. We got to get some star type of player in here, and whatever quarterback we keep, we just got to really, evolve around his game, and it sucks because Wentz and him are similar but different. I think Wentz, I think they told him to gain, put some weight in all that to maybe like lessen the chance of him getting injured. But I feel like it kind of affected his mobility a little bit. Not just that, his mechanics have been horrible. I think his confidence is definitely shot a little bit. All the shit he's been through. So it's like
people don't want to hear it, but he hasn't been the same since 17. He hasn't been the same since the injury. We've been sitting here praying and hoping something would happen, but it's to the point where it's like I'm tired of hoping. I'm tired of praying that he's going to get better, and if he's not, then I mean, if Carson does this next year, I'm telling you, like if he becomes the starting quarterback next year, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know where to go. Like I don't even want to be in their position to make this decision, but they made this mess themselves by drafting Hurts in the second round, and then like the media asking Howie, like, is there going to be a problem down the road with drafting a quarterback in the second round? Like they acted like there was going to be no drama behind getting a quarterback in the second round. It's puzzling to me. Like I don't get it. Like
well,
even though Hurts.
Go ahead.
I'm
sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
Oh,
I was well. No, go ahead.
me or
Go
you,
ahead,
bro?
Finish
Um,
you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So all I'm saying is, like, if you knew this was gonna happen, like, even if Hurts plays well, like, I still hate the pick. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not that fan that's gonna be like, oh well, Howie gets all the glory now, but I still hate
Oh,
that
hell
pick
no.
with a passion. So that's what I gotta say. about
Howie's still terrible, regardless of that pick. Whatever pans out with that pick of Hurts, Howie's still been garbage, man. I mean, Jay Jaw is the biggest disappointment I think the dude doesn't even get suited up to play. I mean, that's pathetic. Right? I mean, the dude's on the sideline, sitting there in a hoodie and shit, and no, but what was I gonna say to you? Oh, my whole thing was, if Wentz and Hurts go in next season and stuff, right? Like, do you see them keeping both of them the entire season, or do you think one of them has to go?
I don't know. Like, I really don't want a quarterback. I mean, how embarrassing is it going to have a quarterback competition with a guy that's making over 100 guaranteed with a second-year guy? It's just embarrassing to even have that in the fold as of right now. And like, look, Carson might go if he gets traded. He might play well somewhere else, but that might happen. I think Carson Wentz is scarred. I think too much has happened. I think he's had way too much bad luck here. I think he's between the injuries, between every time a backup quarterback comes in, they're successful and he's not. And we all know what Carson Wentz is playing the good Samaritan player, and he's helping Hurts on the sideline, and he's being there and doing what he's supposed to do, which I'm glad he's doing that. But at the end of the day, like, it's a small, and then the other side of me is saying, well, Hurts has only played a few games, but he beat the best team in the NFC. He played a pretty good game against Arizona, but everything around him was really falling apart. And then this Cowboy game was more of, predictable play calling and kind of Dallas already making adjustments and knowing what we're doing. So, and it's a small sample size for Jalen Hurts with his games.
It was like the Dallas game. I felt like we almost just went back to our old ways, like before we played New Orleans. I don't understand. At least I felt like those games we ran the ball a little bit more, not much. But I don't know if we necessarily ran it more, but it was obviously more effective. Don't get me wrong. I know Hurts' first game was against New Orleans and the NFL and all that, so it's like it was more unpredictable at the time. Dallas had more film on him, not much to go off of, but they know how the kid's gonna play at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He's gonna try to use his legs when he can, and I think he's got a good arm. I mean, I hear 50-50 from people like he can't pass the ball. I'm like, I think he's got some of them throws he made was just dying. Like, I mean,
and in stride, too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like and honestly, I was really surprised, man. I had always had faith in the kid. I knew he's a good leader. I knew he was really athletic and all that. I followed him in college, both at Oklahoma and Alabama, but I didn't know how his passing was going to translate into the NFL, and I thought he's been pretty much on the money, man, for the most part. Like,
no, I think so too. And then having, other than having the offensive line issues all year, which has been a huge problem, but with him and Miles Sanders in the backfield, how much attention him and Miles Sanders get in the backfield now with read options, bro, like it's crazy. And just imagine if you have a number one guy from this draft plus Jalen Reagor on the other side and whoever they have in the slot.
That's what I'm saying. You put Reagor as wide receiver 2, you get Chase as 1, and then you got Goddard out there. You got Miles Sanders, Hurts, if we're talking, keeping him. And then hopefully our O-line by next year, Brandon Brooks will be back. And you got Sal Malo, Lane Johnson should be back hopefully. You got Drake Driscoll backing him up. Mulatto will be healthy. See, that's the thing, too, with this week, man. I'm scared with Mulatto not playing. Who the hell are we going to have left tackle now?
Yeah.
Like, Nate Herbig looks promising, man. I like these young guys. Jack Driscoll, and I think that was the best O-line we had was that New Orleans game, with them, that the ones who started that game, you know what I'm saying? So, my other question was I feel like well, it's kind of a question, more of a statement, but I feel like, I know you'll probably agree with me. If I don't mind Doug Peterson staying and at least giving him one more year, but what is to happen after, like, let's say next season he doesn't get an offensive coordinator? He's definitely got to go if he doesn't produce next season. But what if he gets an offensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator doesn't do well for him? I mean, how do you really go from there? Do you put the blame more on Doug or the new offensive coordinator?
No, I mean, if you bring in a coordinator, the coordinator is there to call the plays and obviously he matches up, all week they study the other team and they get prepared to put these players in the right position to play. No, it's on the OC at the end of the day. And as long as the OC is, if the OC is on the sideline, he has his own play sheet, he's calling all the plays. It's on him. He's calling all the plays at the end of the day.
Do you think Doug would give him like 100%, like be able to call all the plays himself, or do you think Doug would still want input? That's what I was kind of worried about.
No, dude, if you bring in an OC, I mean, you got to give him the reins. Like,
you gotta.
These OCs are very egotistical. Like, these guys want to come in and do their own thing. They don't want to come. That's why Jim Caldwell didn't come here, because I guarantee you Jim Caldwell was going to come here at one point, but then Doug was like, no. Doug was like, you could be an assistant. And he's like, no, I want to call the plays. Like, this is why these offensive assistants don't work. And he's using a 2-point conversion probability sheet to, if they go for it on 2, then it gives them a higher percentage to win the game. Whatever
it's so
you know why,
stupid, dude.
And here's another thing. You know why when Carson Wentz was in those hurry-up offense, he's actually played a little bit better in those hurry-up offense? That's because Rich Sangrell was calling those plays for the 2-minute offense. He's like a 2-minute offense coach or a hurry-up offense coach. Yeah, I don't know.
What? Like, I don't know.
And then Doug sharing plays with Press Taylor, and Press Taylor has
Press Taylor.
Press Taylor's the QB coach.
No. I know who he is. I'm just saying, literally, he's like a nobody. He did like a county college football.
He played at community college. He's got no NFL experience whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, that's your guy. I mean, it's sad that that's the only quote unquote Doug guy that he has left, really, from his own. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else is kind of out the building, but, yeah, man, that's wild. I don't know. I just hope Doug is just. I really like Doug, but I know he's really stubborn. But obviously, Lurie and what do you think? I think Roseman's gonna end up being here because the guy is just so. He's like the golden child to Jeffrey Lurie.
You know what? He might be here, but he might be put into the closet and just worry about the numbers to the cap, and that's it. I mean, they could hire. John Dorsey could come in here, and. That could happen as well. I mean, you never know, because John Dorsey, I think December 2nd or 3rd, I saved the tweet. I got to put it up, but it said, John Dorsey, this is before we found out the news about, him being a consultant for the Eagles. What happened was John Dorsey said that a lot of teams are going to be going after John Dorsey as a GM for next year. Now, John Dorsey said he would like to bring Eric, I always say Benami, whatever, I can't say his last name, but the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, but wants to bring him as his OC or his head coach to a team with him, because he had success. I mean, Dorsey had success in drafting Mahomes, Kareem Hunt, making trades for Olivia Vernon, the Odell Beckham trade. He did all those trades. Obviously, some of his draft picks weren't great. Some of his, free agent signings weren't great. But the guy will actually be aggressive and actually go after good players and trade. And Howie Roseman won't give up more than a 4th-round pick.
Dorsey takes chances. I feel like he's a little more risky when it comes down to it, and usually it pays off.
Yeah.
So I hear you on that.
I don't even know at this point. Like, even if Dorsey comes in, what moves they would make, but at the same time, like Howie Roseman, like he likes doing these, like he trades for a player, but it's for like a year rental. Like it's always for like a year rental. He likes renting out guys. Like there's no future. There's no guys for the future. No, there's no build at all. I mean?
There's no build to it. Like it's kind of like, it's like the whole Jay Ajayi thing and all that. Like Garrett Blunt, I mean, I honestly thought at the Super Bowl, Blunt could have came back that next year, and I thought he probably would have been pretty productive. You know, to be honest with you, it was before Sanders was here anyway. You know what I mean? Before we drafted him, so
the examples of that is like they like trying to get these marquee names that are out of their prime, like Nickel Roby Coleman. They even tried getting LaShawn McCoy.
Disappointment, man.
But before Miles Sanders, they tried getting LaShawn McCoy from the Bills for how long? They tried prying him off the roster for like he tried to like fix all the mistakes that happened here. So it's like, you know, they tried bringing Torrey Smith back at the end of last year because we had no speed in this.
We had no one. So I remember that. And then we brought that Wallace from Baltimore. He got hurt.
2 games in, he got hurt. I'm like, Jesus.
Nothing but bad luck, man. It's just I don't know what it is like. And that's the thing that drives me nuts. It's like, why? What is the reason that our team is the most injured team in this entire NFL? I mean, and this is not just this season. It's been the worst this season. But this has been going on for like, the year after we won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the year of the Super Bowl, yeah.
I mean, this is unbelievable. It's just, I don't watch another game and see 5 starters go down. Right? And like what?
It was the Arizona game. We lost 4 guys in 2 plays.
Disgusting.
How
does that happen, bro? Like, I'm just like, are they putting something in their friggin' meals every day for them?
That's what I'm saying with Chip Kelly. With Chip Kelly, we never have to deal. We didn't deal with injuries. Whatever he had that whatever that health thing that he had everybody doing, whatever it was.
That was the positive about Chip Kelly. Besides that, we all, that's all she wrote on that one.
But
do you got a lot more calls, bro?
No, not really. I'm gonna be ending because it's about 2 hours 33 minutes. I'm about to end because it's almost 1 o'clock my time.
Yo, you live in are you in PA or New York?
I'm in New York.
New York, right? What is it, upstate New York, or are you like southern?
Nah, I'm like lower Hudson Valley, New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 30 minutes from the city.
Damn, I didn't realize it was like 1 o'clock. But holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Where you
boy
at?
Joey with the late night stream. That's what's up, man. It's my night off, dude.
Always. Like I do this randomly, so I'll get to do this randomly. I just felt like doing it tonight. I didn't have any videos out today. If I don't have videos, the live stream's coming. So
hell yeah, you've been killing it, bro. And the merch I seen you got out, it's really nice, man. I'll have to check into that soon.
Appreciate
it. One more thing. You know what's been killing me too? Are we supposed to bring Deshaun Jackson back next year? Like, is he signed for next season?
He is, but
so what do you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, how do you come in the game? You make an 80-something yard bomb catch touchdown, right? And then, coach, I'm sore. I'm sore. What the hell is going on, bro?
You've been off like 7-8 weeks, like
you've been on vacation.
Probably from that somersault he did. He got a showboat. He's got a showboat, do his normal thing that he does. I mean, I love it, but it's just like, come on.
Yeah, I love it too, but it's like you're gonna throw it. You're back doing it, D-Jax. You better stop.
But unfortunately, we got Deshaun Jackson 5 years too late, bro. Unfortunately,
yeah, I hear you say that in a lot of your videos, and that always clicks, man. I'm like, and one more thing, real quick, while we're on the receivers, before I let you go, before you let me go, before you get out of here. What do you think about Alshon, man? Like, what? I feel like he actually played well for a couple games. I mean, the last game, not as much. He wasn't really involved, but it really caught me off guard, bro. I really thought he was like, and I'm not saying he played amazing, but
yeah,
you could tell the difference.
He's looked better with Hurts.
Right.
Completely.
Right.
Well, I think anyone's gonna look. This is why Russell Wilson does so well, because like if guys aren't open, he extends plays, and guys get open just from using your legs. Like you can make receivers look really good. I mean, I'm not saying that Alshon he's not fast anymore. He's not really fast.
No, he's never been that fast though.
But
it's just been his hands and his height, his arm length.
I'm just not sure.
All those penalties and all that. I was like, oh man, there we go. Push offs and.
Alshon Jeffrey's getting like $54 million guaranteed. It's just ridiculous.
It's unbelievable, man. And he's played how many games this season? What, 5?
Yeah.
4?
With Wentz, he only had three. With Wentz, he played 3 games and only had 15 reception, 15
right,
yards.
And then he's had the 3 with Hurts. So, God, man, he like tripled. No, he did more than that with Hurts in the game. Wow, that's weird, man. I wonder if like that whole thing was really true. That whole that parent beef they were having, or like last season when the whole Nelson Aguilar, Alshon Jeffrey thing was going on, and
they were gone and we played better. It's
what made me sick too, real quick. My bad, man. I mean,
no. I'm not in a rush. I ain't no rush.
I was watching the Raiders-Chargers game, and that bomb that Nelson Aguilar caught oh my God. I'm like, where was this last year, man? What is going on? We got LJ Ford out here.
I know.
You got Rasul Douglas and Sidney Jones. Who would have ever thought in the world they'd be doing better? Like,
it's coaching, bro. It's all coaching. Like, that's why, like, Greg Ward's going to be a free agent.
We better bring him back, man.
Travis Fulgham's going to be a free agent. So it's like these guys are going to sign to other. Oh yeah, they're going to sign to other teams. It might happen. I mean, don't be surprised because.
Yeah, Greg Ward's made a name for himself for sure.
I think so.
I mean, Travis Fulgham. A lot of people are like, oh, like taking it out on him, like he fell off and all. I was like, that one press conference, Doug was like blaming him for not getting separation or not.
Yeah, he's like, he's got to realize that he's going to be facing elite talent. To be an elite receiver in this league, like number one after the bye. During the bye, when Jason Peters and Alshon Jeffrey got healthy, you bench Mulata when he was playing well.
Oh God!
And then on top of everything else, you put in Alshon Jeffrey. You took snaps away from John Hightower and Travis Fulgham. So
Hightower, we haven't even heard his name for the past 2-3 weeks, man.
A while.
And then all of a sudden, though, Watkins is in, which I like Watkins a lot.
Yeah.
But where is Hightower now, man? I just don't, because Alshon Jeffrey got a touchdown or 2, and he stepped up a little bit. And then they didn't put Fulgham in until the 4th, right? He went into
the 2 receptions he had. He had 2 receptions at the end of that game, and then I mean, it's been a total. We have a lot of receivers going tonight. You have Marquise Goodwin that opted out. Like, he's got to go too. He's another one. A deep threat that doesn't have it anymore. It gets hurt all the time.
That's what and that's what we did. And that's what I was saying the other day to my buddy. I was like, you know what? Think about it. The way we built our team, or we were trying to this season, we wanted to get all this young talent, obviously, all our wide receivers and all that, in basically all of our offensive pieces they did in the draft. A lot of them, right? All of our receivers and all that, besides Marquise Goodwin. Free agency, it all came down to defense. But whenever we do the free agency thing, a lot of the time it's these washed up, older, non-productive players, or they might have had one high. Like, they were praising, Coleman because when he won the Super Bowl with the Rams. Like, he had a, he was on a balling team that season. Like, he's going to make some plays and all. He's not horrible, but he has not lived up to it.
It's like they come here and they are horrible.
And then Hargrave, this has been going on for years, man.
And
I
Hargrave.
know
Oh, God.
Hargrave, I know he's a little nicked up. I mean, what? How about Malik Jackson? Bro, what the? At least Hargrave stepped up this year. Malik Jackson was out the entire season last year after the first game.
Malik Jackson's making $10 million a year.
He hasn't done anything.
Making $10 million a year.
$10 million a year for literally. Does he even have a sack? Anything?
I don't even know.
Bro, I don't think Josh Sweat is better than him, bro.
I think so. Josh Sweat was supposed to be a first-round pick. But he had those knee issues.
And then you got to worry. What are we gonna do with Derek Barnett, man?
I don't want him here.
He showed flash in the pan, but then what do you know? He's hurt again.
They picked up his option, so for next year.
Oh man, that pisses me off.
I don't know for how much, but hopefully not a lot.
You know what's sad? All these old heads we kept, man, and the one old head that's still on the field every game, doing healthy and having a good season, Malcolm Jenkins, and we let him go out the building.
Yeah,
a leader on the team, a captain. He's always there. He's like a Jason Kelsey, man. He's always available. He plays his heart out.
The problem was with our cap situation. It's like they had to try to work it out. Like at the same time, like he's 32 years old. Are you going to pay him 14 plus a year?
Yeah.
And yeah, I understand that, but dude, like you have to try to work something out. Like when that happened, I was at work when that happened. I made a video in my car, and I was like, and that was the only thing that was really like. I don't try to get emotional for all these players, but
yeah, I
like that one killed me. Like I was in my car, like I can't believe this happened. Like I feel like I lost a family member. Like that's how bad it was.
No, I fully agree.
Like
bro.
I know Roddy McLeod actually had a pretty good year this year on a bad team. He actually played really well this year.
I felt bad he got hurt.
Unfortunately, but
one more thing, man. What you think we're gonna bring back Mills and McLeod next year?
I think there's a better chance they might bring McLeod back just because I don't think McLeod wants to play anywhere else, and he'll play on the cheap anyway. So Mills, get out of here.
No, I agree. But did you see the Jim Schwartz conference? What was it, today or yesterday by any chance?
I think today he had one.
Yeah, I think it was today. Dude, he was praising Jalen Mills like he was a godsend. And
he always does.
They're just so big on him. And I don't hate him as much as the average person does. You know, the whole he does bring a swagger. I like how he's got a voice.
He's all talk but no play.
Right. And but then it's like if they would have made him switch to corner earlier, it would have been a little bit different. Probably a little bit, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
With the way our defense played, we had no pass rush in that last game. No. We had no pass. I mean, thing is, Fletcher Cox gets out of the game, and you have Malik Jackson, Javon Hargrave there, and they're just like they're not getting any pressure.
Not doing anything, man.
Nothing.
It's like when Fletcher Cox or Brandon Graham did something good after Fletcher Cox left again. I think that was the only person that did anything defensively, man. And I mean, Slade did all he can, man. You know, everyone's saying on Slade. It's like, dude, what do you expect him to do?
The Cowboys got 3 good receivers. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you only cover one of them.
And CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper are both basically number 1 receivers at the end of the day. You know, and then Gallup's definitely a 2. You know, on most teams, on Dallas, he's a 3 because they got so many good receivers. But
yeah, Michael Gallup's going to be a free agent next year too. He's going to get, but Dallas ain't paying him. I mean, he's
I would
get paid a lot of
picking
money.
him up, bro.
Gallup's a great number 2 guy. I love Gallup.
I would
like him as a
take
receiver.
Gallup in a second.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you know, I think. You know, some people are like, would you rather trade back in the draft? And I'm like, hell no. Like, he can't screw, like, if you screw it, like, here, if everything goes the way it does Sunday, like, if a few teams do lose that we need to lose, the Eagles can have the 3rd overall pick by Sunday.
That's wild.
Sunday. And if they get the 3rd overall pick, and even if they stay in the top 10 regardless, but if they get the 3rd overall pick, it would be impossible to screw this up. I mean, it's got to be impossible.
Yeah, bro, I hope, man. Like I'm just praying if Howie Roseman does stay that this is one of his better. I mean, it's not like every draft we had was terrible.
That's why when Joe Douglas was here, he was that other man that was next to Howie that, you know, regulated each other, you know what I mean? But when Joe Douglas was here, now Joe Douglas is horrible over with New York now. So
it blows my mind. It's that organization is just not that ours is anything to brag about right now. But, oh man, dude. I mean, like I heard you say in a video, what are we, the Browns of the NFL now?
I don't know any other team that's like this right now. I really don't. Like, I think the Jets could actually beat us right now. I mean, that's how bad it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. Honestly, like,
you know, I'm around Jet fans all the time,
and Sam Darnold, man. You know, it's like there was a time where they were, you know, praising him, and now it's like, oh, he's garbage, he's trash. But I mean, look at his situation too. It's like
it's like another Carson Wentz situation a little bit.
Exactly.
I mean, not as bad. I mean, Carson's got it worse regardless.
Because he don't have a backup behind him that will really threaten him like that. You know, it's one thing after the next for Carson.
I mean,
I think he just needs a new start, man. I mean, it's not that I hate Carson. I love him. It's going to be, but I don't know. I just think that might be what's best overall. I mean, I don't know, man. I just want to see him battle. I guess the best thing would be for them to battle it out. I don't know, though, but it's tough, man. I like both of them, you know? They both bring different things to the table. It's just how they're used and how they're coached.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know, and they have to coaching staff wise, if Doug stays and they hire an OC, I'm fine with that. If Howie Roseman stays and they hire an evaluator and strip him of all his power, I'm fine with that too.
Me too.
But I
think that'd be best case scenario. That way
they need a QB coach. They need a QB coach, another QB coach. They need
for sure.
I like the wide receiver coach in Aaron Moorhead. I like the corner coach in Mark Emmanuel. I like those two guys.
Stout's obviously great.
Yeah, Stout's the best. You can't.
How do you feel about Fit?
Hate Fit.
I know, man.
Special teams have been garbage.
We got to
for
get
so
a new
long.
special teams coach.
I mean, Boston Scott is just running into the first wall of guys every time on kick return.
And then the only reason we have Greg Ward back there is so he can catch the ball. It's like, seriously. It's like, whatever happened to be Jalen Reagor is so, diverse and he can do this and we're getting him.
And not even putting him on the field.
And
he gets a touchdown at Green Bay.
He's had how many punt returns this year, man? Not even a handful?
No, not even I don't even think 7.
Or I
don't think 6.
Put Wes Watkins back there or something. He's a speedster. I feel I just don't know why we're giving it to Greg Ward and Boston Scott. No.
The last time our special teams was good in 2014 was our best year.
Seriously.
That's when we had Josh Huff and we had Sproles and
oh man,
we had 8 to 10. I think we had 10 touchdowns that year on special team. 10 touchdowns. I mean, it was unreal. It was crazy.
Man. And then before that, we had Deshaun Jackson, running them back, and I mean that's when Sproles was obviously more in his prime and stuff. Yeah, Sproles, that was probably the best punt return we've had last with Sproles, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know. That's been effective and actually, getting points on the board and all. I don't know.
Return, I can't stand it. I just can't. I can't deal with it. Boston Scott just goes up, and then he fumbled the ball in that Dallas game. I'm
that was insane, man.
Thank God I didn't get it back.
And then I don't know. Real quick too. What do you think about Jordan Howard now, man? I was hyping him up, and now I'm like, are they using him wrong, or is this dude done?
He's not. He's barely playing. I mean, when they re-signed when the Miami let him go, and he was a healthy scratch in Miami. He wasn't working out for them.
Miami.
He wasn't really. They just stopped using him, and he was healthy, and he was just not even on the act. For the week, he was just a backup. So, they brought him in, and then they put him on practice squad, and then he didn't get any playing time until Green Bay. He had a few snaps, and then this last game, he came in on these little splurts, one play here, one play there. It was just
right. I remember Green Bay when we played them last year. Jordan Howard ran that ball down their throat, man.
Jordan Howard had a fantastic year. Before he got that stinger injury last year, he was fantastic. Yeah. I didn't want to and he thought he was going to get re-signed. He did not expect to go into free agency.
I was upset about that, man, because you're bringing. I'm not gonna lie, I love Corey Clement for what he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
But dude, why would you bring him back over Jordan Howard? I just don't understand. Especially when,
Super Bowl players that we've had.
Yup.
Veteran, so true, I don't know. Veteran favoritism. I don't know what it's called anymore.
You know what I was good to hear the other day? Well, it was I think it was the last Doug Peterson conference or the one before that, and he was mentioning all the O-line, basically that would be coming back next season healthy. So he mentions Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson. Mulata backing up, but Dillard, he mentioned Andre Dillard, and I'm still up in the air about him because I like Mulata so much. He mentioned Herbig and Driscoll, and it was great, and Kelsey obviously, and Sal Malo, and who he left out. It was great to hear Jason Peters. He didn't mention him, and I'm like, this better be a sign that you do not bring this.
He's played horrible all year. It was crazy because when Dillard got hurt, they want to put him at left tackle, but Peters didn't want to move to left tackle because he knew he wasn't going to play right at that position that he wore. And even at right guard, he played horrible. So dude, that was a panic move signing because Andre Dillard going down. But that's what I'm talking about. Let these other guys play, but. Jordan Mulata, he's 6'8", 350 pounds, and physical with his hands.
He's a monster.
And I watched the Brian Baldy's videos all the time, and he even the Cowboys game, he had a few little hiccups, but he played really well. He's just a physical force. He could run one guy into 3 other guys and block them. I mean, it's crazy what he could do. Just manhandles people.
He's developed really nice, man. I mean, once he learned his hand placement and all that, and got his balance right, and all, he's been phenomenal, man. That's why I'm really nervous about I'm not big on Andre Dillard, man. And I know we haven't seen that much of him because of, Jason Peters being here last year and then him getting hurt this season. But, dude, I don't know. I like what I've seen from Alada. I mean, I really do.
And you're wasting his, you wasted Andre Dillard's rookie year, especially going to his second year as well, because you friggin'
he shot his confidence too.
Yeah, you draft a guy in the first round to put Jason Peters in front of him. I've never heard of this in my life.
That's what I'm saying. Who drafts someone in the first round and has them as a backup? They should be coming in to ultimately start. I don't understand it. I know some people get brought in as projects or mold, pieces to mold to your team and all, which is fine. But dude, I mean, come on now, man. First round, you got to have someone who can come in right away and contribute, and he clearly was just not ready for it.
I was at the movies with my girlfriend, and the draft was going on, and I totally forgot the draft was on. I totally brain farted. I had so much to do that week, so I was like, "Oh, the draft! I totally forgot." So then I looked at my phone and it said they drafted a tackle. I'm just like, I guess it's okay, but I'm like.
Yeah.
Defensive line heavy draft. I wanted one of those defensive linemen from Clemson, that number one defensive line in the country. I wanted one of them boys really badly, but unfortunately, I was like, okay, maybe this in the long run it's going to be good. Jason Peters is getting old. We got to draft somebody, blah blah blah. So, and then Jason Peters just gets brought. I mean, Jason Peters is like a family member pretty much to the front office, and it's
He is.
They gotta stop. They gotta stop doing this. I understand, but they gotta stop.
I feel there's got to be a lot of changes, man, this offseason. Do you honestly think that they're really gonna end up letting go a lot of these older vets?
Oh, they
Are
have
they
to.
finally gonna do it?
They have no choice. They're 70. Look, if they could bring in an evaluator, say John Dorsey becomes a GM or something like that, and he could say, "Okay, I want this one," and he'll make the moves. They'll fix this up and get some guys out of here. We're over 70 in the cap right. We're 70 in the hole right now.
It's disgusting, isn't it, man?
It's so bad. We're the second most expensive team in the league.
Who's first?
Probably the Jets. Probably the Jets.
Right.
You know what though?
How did we get here, man?
Last year, I'll give you a good example because Jet fans always cry to me all the time. So last year, the Jets spent 123 guaranteed millions of dollars, 123 million in guaranteed money on players last year. 123 million guaranteed last year. And they drafted their players. They went through free agency. They fired their GM after the drafted free agency. They fired their GM and then Joe Douglas comes in. He's just like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Because these players are getting paid so much money, and it's like, how am I going to work with this cap right now? Look what happened to them. And look what happened to them. They didn't do anything last year.
I'm still kind of nervous, man, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people are I don't know, man. I just hope they really step up this offseason. They got to really just clear house, man. I mean, one way or another, if they're going to keep Doug and Howie and all, player-wise, they got to just do what they can do. You know what I mean? Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we get some good draft picks, man, and we can just, let go a lot of these older guys. I mean, Brandon Graham, some people are mad when we brought him back and all that. I love BG, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? But he almost had double-digit sacks this year. I don't know if he does. I don't think.
No, I think he's got 8 now.
He got 8 now. Okay.
I think he's got 8 from the Dallas.
Yeah, he disappeared. He disappeared for the past 5 games. He disappeared. He didn't really play well, but
then again, it's like everyone did, man. It was Fletch hasn't even played up to his potential.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you can
I
see
mean,
the difference
early
when
in
he's
the
not
year,
out
Fletch
there.
was
It's scary.
Fletch disappeared early in the year. I don't know what happened with him,
Yeah,
but he like
did.
disappeared.
A lot of people were actually getting upset about that, man. They were like, "Yo, like this guy's getting paid so and so, and he's not even doing a damn thing out there," you know. And then he came on a little bit. Then Hargrave came on, kind of made Cox, I feel like, a little bit better there for a minute. But like I said, Malik Jackson, man, he's been another disappointment. Like you don't even hear his name in the game. Honestly,
No.
like he doesn't make any plays.
He was so pissed last night. This past game, he was so mad. Like he didn't sit with the defensive lineman. He went to the offensive. Bench and sat with them. He was so mad because just how the defensive line was playing. And then Cox, like he was so pissed not playing. Like he went over to he was coaching all of them up. He was like telling them, you guys got to do something. Like you guys are getting no pressure. Cox was yelling at all of them sitting on the bench. Like you guys got to play better than that. He's not even in the game. You're paying Malik Jackson $10 million, and you're paying Javon Hargrave over $11-12 million, like $11-12 million,
and you're not getting any results.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Javon Hargrave's the sixth highest paid, and this guy was a 3-4 nose tackle for Pittsburgh, turned to a wide 9, 4-3 defensive tackle.
I just feel like, and they always say, people get mad, like they just certain players they bring in just don't fit our scheme. I mean, how do you bring in a guy like Will Parks who's so diverse and then you get rid of him and he goes back to Denver and he's doing, I just.
It's how it is, bro.
I think it's our scheme, man. And it's like offensively and defensively, it's like it's so horrible, man. Like I just don't understand how we got to this point. Like it drives me crazy, man. I can't even help but stress about it. Yeah,
I know. It's very stressful. I think I feel I gotta do videos on this. I gotta do videos and live streams and talk about the same thing every single week.
God bless
the same
you, bro.
questions every single week. See, you could just go home and you could hang out. You don't gotta, like this. I mean, look, it's different for everybody, but I hated it. This year was horrible. I hated talking about the same thing every week. I'm just like, what? Like, my breaking point was probably after that Bengals game. I had enough. Like, after that Bengals game, I was like that was just embarrassing.
When you tie, it's just like a slap.
Even the first Cowboys game, like, Wentz only had 123 yards. Like, he played as bad as Ben DiNucci did. A third-string
The only
quarterback.
reason we beat Dallas that first game was because Ben DiNucci played. Can you imagine if Dalton played?
Oh, no, Dak. If Dak played, we would have got destroyed.
Played, yeah, we would have got smoked.
Destroyed.
But I think even if Dalton played at that first game, man, we would seriously, like, we're that bad, bro. Like, we can't. I mean, jeez, we can't beat the Bengals. We can't. We probably couldn't even beat the Jets right now. Like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, we are one of the worst teams in the entire NFL this year. Like, I just can't wrap my head around it, man.
No, we should have the number one overall pick right now. Honestly,
right?
If it was me.
All right, we'll end on this, man. So, what you want to win against Washington? Or you want to lose overall?
I want to win, but I know we have to lose.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, brother.
See, you don't know which side I'm picking by that statement, so I want to win, but we have to lose.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who the hell can say that they want their team to lose? But at the end of the day, for the future and for next season and so on, obviously, if we do lose, we're gonna get more out of it. If we win? Then what? We can tell Washington, oh, we beat you. You know what I mean? Yada yada yada. And
yeah, because if we lose, if Dallas beats the Giants and we lose against Washington, they won't get in the playoffs.
They won't get in the playoffs, right?
No.
But
if Washington wins, regardless, whoever wins that Cowboys Giants game, it doesn't matter. Whoever wins, if Washington wins this, regardless, they're in.
I was gonna say, at the end of the day, man, I think I'd rather have Washington go than Dallas or New York.
I'd rather have Washington go in a heartbeat.
Me too. See, all right, you're on the same page as me,
yes,
man.
In a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want nothing. I don't want Dallas to celebrate a damn thing.
You know what? It's a crap year. 2020 has already been a crap year as it is this year. And
Garbage.
You know what? You know what?
Garbage.
They could have a remembrance of being in the playoffs in 2020 because honestly, we don't deserve it. And
No.
blame Doug and blame the front office for not making decisions earlier to bench Wentz and kind of turn this thing around because we would have. I mean, when we got off that bye week, and I said if we don't beat the Browns and the Giants, I said the season's done.
That's the other main point. I'm glad you said that, man. That was one of the things I wanted to say to you. Like, you know, hold on one second, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like I don't know. I guess like, why do you think they waited so long to put Wentz in? I mean, to put Hurts in. I'm sorry, and take Wentz out.
Well, I think because Doug was just saying to himself like that, was promising himself that Carson was going to turn around, and it just didn't. And I think having no fans in the stands too really affected this as well. Because I'm telling you right now, if there was fans this year, a decision would have been made earlier. It would have got real violent. It would have got really
Blood
bad.
would have been spilt, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
Blood would have been shed.
Hell yeah, that's definite.
So my whole thing is like, so do you honestly think that if we put Hurts in earlier, that our record would be better? Because I do. I don't know how you.
I think so. I think it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a few games probably. I mean there's no definite
worthy, right? You know.
Yeah,
I
mean, I guess
contenders right now still.
Something. I think it would have made somewhat of a difference because it's funny because we ran the ball more with Hurts being in there, and we added more players to the offense when Hurts was in there. When Carson pretty much Carson had no run game, so now you're forcing Carson to play hero ball, and that's what Carson did all year. Just panic throw and throw these big deep bombs that were inaccurate and underthrow. Like Goddard in that one game, he did a go route twice. He underthrew him and he beat the whole entire defense and underthrew him 2 fucking times. So it
didn't even look like Wentz out there, man. It just looked like I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
but like you said, you know, and then the other thing is like, you know, Miles Sanders is so good. His ceiling is so huge. Like, just put the ball in his hands. Let him run the ball. Like, he hasn't had a game of over like what 15, 16 carries or something. Like, not even. Like,
yeah, I think I mean it's been bad. I mean
it's really bad, bro. And then that's our leading running back. Like it's not like Boston Scott or anyone else getting any more time than him. Like that's our number one running back, and that's what he's getting. As good as he is, as much of a playmaker as he is, like he's one of the most explosive players on our team, hands down.
I had Miles Sanders going for over 1,000 yards before the season started. He's got 867 yards right now.
Oh my Lord, man!
6 touchdowns, 164 rushing attempts.
Like what was the most you had? Like a game though? Does it tell you? Like can you find out like the highest amount of runs he had one game?
He had 115 against the Saints, which him and Jalen Hurts had over 100 yards rushing themselves. He had only 57 against the Cowboys, 64 yards against the Cardinals. The Packers, he had 31. The Seahawks, he had 15 yards.
Oh my dude! You see what I mean? Like, what is going on?
The Rams, he had 95. The Bengals, he had 95. 49ers, 46. Steelers, 80. He had 118 versus the Ravens. 85 against the Giants. I mean, this guy, like, he could do so much more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even involve him more in the screen game. I mean, that was a huge, like, plus in him last year. Like, he's able. He has decent. I know. You know what? He did drop a lot of passes this season. I'm not gonna lie. He did kind of have the butterfingers this season a little bit, but
yeah.
But you know that's gonna happen. But overall, it's like, dude, just just keep feeding him. Like he'll get better as he gets.
And it'll open up your offense too. It'll open up your offense as well.
Exactly. And it's like our receivers, we have enough talent, man. It's just we're not using them correctly, man. And then Zach Ertz has been a ghost.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
He's gonna. I don't know. What do you think he's gonna be going?
He's gone. He's
Yeah,
gone.
Ertz
Goodbye.
is gone.
See ya.
Ertz is gone. You think Deshaun Jackson's gone?
Yeah.
Alshon?
If they're smart. Yeah, I mean, they can't keep that. There's no way they can keep all these guys. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Alshon's got to be gone. I mean,
Well,
he's
that's what
got
I
to
was
be
thinking.
gone.
People were complaining that this is the one bright side I looked at of them taking Fulgham out and putting Alshon in more. I think they were honestly trying to play him more as well to get his value up, to try to, like, look, this guy still got gas left in the tank. He still was out there to go make touchdown passes. You know, yeah, he did some good things, you know.
Right.
So I'm thinking hopefully that's why they put him out there to start more. So, like, these last few games that he was actually healthy, that the teams can see, like, yo, we'll put out money for this dude, you know, now that we see this change in him. So hopefully, because I'm ready to cut ties with, like you said, a bunch of them, man. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah, we're gonna find out sooner or later. But it's gonna be hard watching this game Sunday, and like, what my feelings are gonna be with if we score, they score. You know, if Washington scores, I'm gonna feel disgusting because like I don't like, I know what it's gonna bring if they lose this game. I know good things. You know, it's better if they lose this game, but I don't want them to lose because I don't want them to end the season on a low note. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying. Like, go out on a high note at least, so that way you got some positivity going into the off season. Kind of be like, all right, man, we got our crap together for the last game of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just torn, man. Torn, Joey.
I know, Nick. I understand, bro. Trust me.
All right, man. You gonna get out of here?
Yeah, Nick. I'm gonna be out.
Up, bro. I see it's been like over 3 hours live, dude.
I wasn't supposed to be on this long.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's fine. I mean, as long as like the thing is like I don't mind streaming by myself, but I like having. I just started doing these call-ins like a few days like last week. I just started doing them.
They're dope, man. I mean, I feel like it makes it easier for you to talk, and it's more like.
If I can't get anybody on, I'll usually do call-ins and stuff like that. I'll collab with other YouTubers as well, so we usually get everything done. But yeah, I
always got your notifications on, man. So trust me, if I ever see another one, I'll hop on, man. If you can get me on.
Yeah, we'll be doing this again. So So if I see you, I'll get you in here.
All right, my man.
All right, dude.
All right, bro.
I appreciate it, Nick. All right.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens Sunday, man. But
we'll see.
I don't know. We'll go from there, brother.
All right, Nick.
All right, dude. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody being here. 61 people. You guys have subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. You guys haven't hit the like button. Hit the like button before you leave today. Much appreciated when you hit the like button. You're supporting this channel. Much appreciated everybody being here. This was supposed to be a random stream tonight and turned out to be a 3-hour marathon. So I do appreciate it. So I'm Awake Are You. Good show, Joey, as usual. Appreciate it, bro. Much apprecited, man. If you guys have not, obviously I'll have some videos out tomorrow. Probably 2 or 3 videos out tomorrow. I don't know what my schedule. I'm gonna try to get some people in here. Maybe do another live in. Obviously this weekend we'll have a Saturday. We'll have a live stream. Sunday we'll have a post game stream, obviously, of what happens. And yeah, we're gonna get this thing rolling, get this thing done with, and I can start my off-season videos. I can't wait. I'm actually really excited. So very excited about that. This past year was actually easy off-season because we had no training camp. We had training camp, but obviously we had no rookie mini camp and all that stuff. So it was very easy to. I didn't really have much content to do because there was a lot of time that was missed because of COVID. So I really couldn't make videos on those days. What was going on. So obviously hopefully this year is a different story. I love the off season. I love going over. I love speculation. I love everything about the draft and very excited for it. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So catch me tomorrow. I'll have a few videos out. And I will see you guys later. As you guys remember, Shake Squad up, Flyers fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.